South Park season, whatever it is. I think it's like 27. It's a huge number, and it's nuts. Anyway, uh, I'm a little unwell, I think. I think I've decided why. I feel terrible, and it's because I'm a little unwell. But yeah, we'll see what I'm not gonna survive this stream. But it's okay. I'm gonna try and get it over and done with within the next 2.5 hours. Let's see whether I even like take 2.5 hours. It might be an hour. It'll be fine. Alright. Welcome to my slideshow presentation. My very professionally done slideshow presentation about my America stream. Is that stream while drawing Deltarune on a Thursday night? Dude, it's a great day to be drawing I was playing Deltarune Chapter 2 just now, and I was like, I need to stop at some point because otherwise I would just not do the stream. I would spend my $25 and play Deltarune the entire weekend, which I will not be doing because I am a financially responsible person, and I have to be financially responsible now because America is going to bankrupt me. America, fuck yeah. Dude, I cannot imagine the amount of shit I will not get done once I play Deltarune 3 and 4. And then, like, because you have to do Deltarune 3 and 4, and then you have to spend, like, 2 days digging into the lore. So, and I know there's gonna be lore because it's Toby Fox. And you can't just not have lore, right? So, and he has to have something tide us over for the next 5 years or whenever he's gonna do 6 and 7, 5 and 6 or whatever the fuck. It's just, yeah. Anyway, so because that game costs $25, I technically can't afford it. However, my bank account is right now being like, "Girl, you spent so much money," and I go, I know, I know." But here's my fuck me. Are you working? Hello? Okay. This is what I did in America. I went to 3 states: Washington, D.C., New Orleans, and New York. I'm gonna talk about the main stuff that's on the screen and any stupid things that happen. Um, I totally had like a whole explanation for this slide that I forgot. I had a thing. Okay, yeah. No, there's a thing. So basically, what this is about is my trip program is what I did, right? The presentation will be like this. I'll be talking about the flights because I took a business class for the first time, which is amazing. I would be talking about each of these 3 states with like kind of pictures and videos. I'm not so sure whether the pictures and videos work because I kind of put them all in kind of haphazardly and said, you know what? This seems like it'll work. So if it doesn't work, I'm sorry. If it works, then good. I have a separate section for food because oh, what? I didn't edit this slide. Yeah, I need a separate section for food because American food is amazing, but also terrible. And, like, there's a lot of photos for that. So I put that separate. I should put on background music for this. What the fuck? So that I'm not just talking so awkwardly into the void. Hold on. Let me do Deltarune. Chill lo-fi. Cool. Oh my god. What is this video? Oops. Oops. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, sorry. I clicked at like 3 different things that didn't open. I must put the most American music possible, anime OSTs. If you say so. Okay, so America is about oppression and genocide. Shut up. This is not the world tour. I wish it was the world tour. I wish I had enough money to do a world tour. Fallen immediately makes you want to cry. Dude, every song in this game makes me kind of think fondly of home, which is, I guess, the theme of this PowerPoint slides. I would not survive living in America. I could if I was forced to, but I would want to come home immediately. Okay, so anyway, after the food, which I was supposed to put a section for a small taste test, I put like a lot of snacks that I got from the US. I probably won't do half of it because I think I'm getting a sore throat, so I'll do like maybe 2 things. Right now I have 2 things on my desk, so I'll probably eat those. And then we have hee hee haha miscellaneous photos. America's cool, America's weird. This is like a kind of comparison of like the highlights and the lowlights of the trip. I hope you can hear me because I can't see my sound bar thing. And then any concluding thoughts that I have. I'm fine, thank you. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You want to see how professional this PowerPoint has this feature now where if you click design, it puts like these stock photos, question mark, stock photos or AI photos, I'm not sure. And then it makes it look real nice for you. You don't even have to think anymore. Did you ever see, did y'all see that study that's like our brains are just getting infinitely stupider? It's kind of worrying, but this is the reason why. Anyway, so Singapore Airlines is my favorite airline just because this is the only feature in which I'm patriotic, I guess. Stock photos and clean layouts. Can you imagine? Anyway, like you go from this slide to this, you know, like okay. I paid 6,300 Singapore dollars essentially. I paid that last year when I had a job, ha 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 ha, to fly 18 hours return from Singapore to JFK. You fly to Singapore, you can actually afford it. True. Singapore Airlines is a bougie fucking piece of shit. Especially for Australians, if I'm not wrong. There's something about how Singapore is fucking over Australia in terms of like flights and dominating the airspace, but you know, whatever. It's worth it for the long flights. It is. Okay, here begins the PowerPoint show. This is me taking a photo of my plane, I assume. My plane's the one on the right. And then there's all these craps at the bottoms, which is gonna get loaded into, I guess not my plane, but whatever. I got to go, okay, fun story. I got into the airport, checked in, everything. Check-in takes like 2 minutes, by the way, in Singapore Airlines if you're Singaporean and you don't look like you're a threat. So, got in, and I went to the lounge to get breakfast, because it was like, breakfast or brunch, I can't remember. It was like 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning. And I went to the business class lounge. They said, ma'am, no, you have to go to the first class. I said, well, you're fucking stupid because I'm booked on a business class flight. They said, no, you will be in first class. Goodbye. And I said, well, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, so I got in. Fun fact about these tiny fucking jars. These are honey. Previously when my friend and I were traveling to Australia, she snuck in 2 pots of honey into Australia. She's a smuggler bitch. I will be in first class. I was kind of concerned, like, because my plane, the 18-hour plane, we have a very fixed type of plane that flies to JFK in this particular route. It's only business and premium economy. Can you not drop bits, please? What? Hello? Hello? Not right now. Okay, sub, you couldn't take the ads. Dude, I'm so sorry about the ads. It's the disconnecting, reconnecting that's giving you ads, which I'm like, you know, the whole point of me giving 6 minutes at the start to avoid ads is so I could run it so that we have a longer run time. And now I'm back to 30 minutes of hell. I want to kill myself. Anyway, and AI generated ads. I want to kill myself. Anyway. What was I saying before my StarHub decided to be a fucking cunt? Stupid cunting Wi-Fi. I knew it! I should have done this tomorrow, man! Did I tell the full story about sneaking honey in? She fucking, like, she's a tea hoarder, number one, and then this girl's also on this America trip with me, so sorry in advance. Um, we were in the lounge together. She was drinking her tea and making honey tea and everything, and I was like, okay, cool, let's go. And I see her put 2 of these into her bag. Oh, for God's sake. No, no hype train. What is an anonymous gifter? Is that like a thing now? That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, I guess. Welcome to ad-free land for like 2 days. 2 days that will be worth it because I don't stream very often. Guys, stop. No more, no more. I wonder who it could be. I wonder. So, we're in fucking Australia, and then I'm like, you know that they have really strict rules about food and all this shit like that, right? Like, you can't— oh, thank you for the subs, by the way. You can't fucking bring in all sorts of random crap. And she's like, yeah, okay, watch me. And she fucking does it. Like, I hate her. I hate her. And she keeps getting away with all sorts of luggage things. It's really funny, but also how? How the fuck is she doing that? Enjoy your ad-free viewing and your nishikis. I think you all get like basic bitch nishiki. By basic bitch is his stupid smug ass face. Look at his smug ass face. Okay, what's my next one? Oh, this is the seat that I got, and this is to show you like the leg room you have if you are like under 1. I'm like 1.1 meter 55 or 56 cm. Although I'm pretty sure if you are like at like, I think the maximum this could take is like a meter 80 cm, something like that. Beyond that, you're gonna have to bend your knees. But it's not like the most comfortable full ass bed either. Like, you can't see it from this photo, but I should have done capture cursor, by the way. Let me do that right now. So you can see my mouse, yeah? Okay, so the bed is actually L-shaped like this. So there's this huge gaping hole. That's what she said. Where your legs are like in limbo. AKA 5'2". Yeah, I think I'm 5'2". I'm very small. I'm very tiny. Which instantly translates into I can't buy any shoes in America because they don't have my shoe size in a lot of places. I had to go and fucking buy from Adidas, and I've never really bought Adidas before, but I got a really nice pair of shoes from there. They give you like 5 pillows. I'm kidding. It's like 3 pillows, but it's just taking up so much, and I'm like, I sleep with 1 pillow, please. This is so this, if in effect, became like a like face guard, so that people don't watch me sleep. Okay, anyway, this is the seat without the bed. So this is the end where you're putting your feet, right? But the seat really only like, there's a huge hole here. I think the hole is so that if the air steward walks past, flight attendant, sorry, they can like slide in here and stand here, or like you're supposed to stand here or something. I don't know. Essentially, the base bed feature is the I didn't take a proper photo of like, you're supposed to fold down the seat, and it comes with like sheets and everything. So it's like actually legitimately a nice comfy bed. Just gaping hole. Okay. Is this a video? Hello? Okay, the videos don't work. Media not found. I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, so videos don't essentially work. We're fucked because a lot of these things are videos, but too bad. It's fine. I might, I don't know, export it properly or something, and then I'll send that in the group chat or something like that. These are the things I watched on my way to JFK. This is a movie about electing the new pope, which was great. It's basically like religious Mean Girls. You don't even really have to be religious, to be honest. You're just watching all these religious people Mean Girls it up in there in like this supposedly drama-free and like not judgmental group of people. But they're so judgmental, they're basically like Regina George, Katie Heron. So, hilarious. Also, the ending of the movie is very good. Woman of the Hour. Is this? I should probably pull up like images of these, right? I should. 1 second. Fucking. If I could bring my Firefox over Lamau. Can you please? Yeah, you Chiba, you fucking. Do you know how to stream a bit? Do you know how to function? Okay. Woman of the Hour. Cardinals 70s game show stalker Hollywood and lady injects goob office hell. Essentially, that's it. I watched one more thing. This is Woman of. Can you like be any smaller? Okay, fuck it. You know what? I don't care. You can Google it. Woman of the Hour was good, sort of. I felt like I didn't realize it was a true story until the end of the movie, and then that's when I got really fucking creeped out because it's terrifying. Anyway, the substance was great. However, it's got a lot of like booty scenes. There's a lot of like, I think about 30% of the movie is a woman shaking her ass and tits into the camera and like being very sexy, obviously, because it's a show about like with a woman who wants to be younger, and then she essentially births a younger self, right? And there's a lot of body horror and stuff like that. But like, apart from the body horror, which is bad when you're eating and watching this at the same time, which I was, which is stupid, don't do that. There's a woman shaking her ass and tits into the screen, and like, because you're on a plane, and because you see like, the seat has this huge fucking like door. Everybody can see my seat, by the way. I'm like in the first row, so everyone can see my screen, which is pretty big. So you're just looking at ass and tits on the TV screen. So awkward, I guess. But it's not bad. It's actually kind of scary, and I freaked out a lot because of the body horror. Twerking body horror I could ever ask for. I like Demi Moore. She's a very good actress, and the young girl too was actually a very good actress. I forgot her name. Something Maggie something. The Substance actress. Margaret Qualley. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. TNA in front of everyone. I watched one more thing other than Severance. Severance was good, but I put it 7 out of 10 because it's a very slow show, and I am a kind of person that like doesn't waste time before I decide whether to watch something or not, and so I was kind of wasting time with episode 1 of Severance. This is very slow, and like, if you think about it, if it's a good show, I would have come back to Singapore immediately after to finish the entire show. This is like the first 3 episodes, by the way. I didn't, and I haven't, so I'm not sure whether I will. It's kind of, it's okay. I think I'm 80% watching it for Adam Scott, but it's a disturbing enough show. It's, I guess, depressing because it's about work, but you know, Anna Kendrick directed that. Yeah. She directed it after she got out of an abusive relationship or something. So I thought it was fictional, and I thought that she's just giving her take on what an abusive relationship slash stalker killer kind of thing would be like. And then I realized, oh, it's real. So, whoops. It's a good movie. I watched one more, which I think is a 10 out of 10 movie. It's called Erin Brockovich. It's about a woman, her mother of like 3 or 2 kids or something. She gets involved in this law firm working as like a PA slash clerk essentially, but then she starts investigating a mass tort in behind a company that's dumping like sewage and chemicals into the water nearby and stuff. I think it's based on the real situation. I can't remember, but it's a very good movie, even though I heard that the actress is not necessarily a nice lady in real life, but you know what, she's a good actress. Okay, this is me on the flight back. Instead of watching movies, I was reading Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson, and I was clearly not having a good time because I wrote this on my Instagram. Words of go fuck yourself. So yeah, good book. Pissed me off. I won't say why, because I think I need to read more of his books to figure out if he's hashtag doing it for the lulz, the thing that I don't like that he did in this book anyway, or if he's actually like let him cook. I don't know yet. I'm a little afraid that it's doing it for the lulz. I really hope it's not that, but you know. What's next? I think this is about food on the flight. Okay, so they start off with making everybody drink a Bellini if you're of age. I can't hold my alcohol, by the way, so I drink one Bellini and I'm dead, okay? There's a plate of nuts that they give you, and it's like microwaved nuts. So I guess it's fun that they're kind of warm. And they give you another drink. So I'm like, please don't put more alcohol in my body. I will throw up. Give me a ginger ale because I have terrible digestion. I think ginger ale actually helps. But anyway, I don't know if y'all know this, but like Singapore Airlines got into such hot water before because we used to have these packet peanut things that we gave out on planes as like a snack for all classes. You know, not just business class. But here we are, just openly being like, here, free nuts. Hot nuts, you know, have at it. Which I'm like, what's the protocol for that? Like, what if someone is dying? I guess we have EpiPens on planes now, but why take the risk? Or maybe they get it in from your like background info when you book your flight or something. We like dig deep into your past or something. Man can't eat nuts. This is my first dish, I guess. You get to eat 2 meals on the flight and then 1 optional meal if you're awake for it. My first flight I was awake for it. My second flight back I was not, which kind of pissed me off, but it's okay. But then again, on my second flight I think I slept like 14 out of this 18 hours. No, nuts for the man in 11A. 11A is a sacred seat now apparently because of that Air India flight that crashed. So 11A, very safe seat, question mark. This is a don't know what prawn salad thing. The main thing that is killer about this meal is this sauce right here, which was the spiciest thing I had in the like the 2 flights that I took, essentially. The bread selection was fine. Garlic bread is fine, but I'm like, you give me a pat of butter and olive oil, I'm not gonna dip garlic bread into that. So maybe this was not exactly an informed choice. Also, I don't eat bread like by itself most of the time. I like eat it with soup. So just eating bread with prawns and essentially raw vegetables, not the best thing, but this wasn't bad because of the sauce. The sauce was 10 out of 10. This is the infamous, famous, I don't know, iconic lobster thermidor thing that people order when they fly Singapore Airlines. I'm just gonna tell everybody right now, as I told my colleague the other day, this is overrated as fuck. It's bad. I don't think it's good. It's okay. For me, I don't like it when my food is too rich because then I'll just throw up, right? I'll feel quote gelat. This is the word I'm saying. Gelat. It's when food is too rich and you'll puke. It is lobster, but you're essentially eating like chunks of it. You're not eating a full ass lobster. You're not getting to pull the lobster out of the shell. Yeah, gelat also. And the vegetables they give you is entirely up to chance. So the tomato was fine. This was fine. This potato thing was fine. Pumpkin is... I don't like pumpkin. And this was like a mid-pumpkin, so even worse for me. So I'm like, first meal in, okay, it's alright. They gave you a cheese platter though. I don't think this is after this meal, because you can tell there's a lighting difference. But they give you cheese platters on this flight. It's good. Get it. Although this candied meat that they gave was revolting, so I didn't eat that part. But I ate the rest of it. They gave like a dried apricot, so that was nice. This is the also famous, not infamous, actually good, famous satay that you get on Singapore Airlines as well. Every part of this dish is to die for. whoever decided it'd be a good idea to put satay on a flight, I hope you have billions and billions of dollars. Already cheese in the lobster thermidor. A cheese platter after is a bit much. Yeah, I don't think I picked this immediately after this. I can't remember what the dessert was after this. I might have just asked for like a plate of fruits, which they would what they do, question mark, I think, question mark, I'm assuming, is they push around this cart with like different types of desserts on it, and then you get to choose what your dessert is. I have a photo of the menu somewhere, but you know, it's like on my phone, so I'm not gonna look at my phone while I'm streaming. Am I though? Okay, this was a question mark genius decision that I decided to make. So you're on a flight, you're jet lagged already because they're trying to adjust you to the timing of the US, but also keep you in Singapore time, which is a genius move. I don't know why they decided to do this, but they did. So technically, I'm eating this at like 7 p.m. Singapore time, but in America it's like 7 a.m. and I thought to myself, I'll be like waking up from a 2-hour nap. I'm not gonna be wanting to eat anything. But Singapore Airlines lets you pick like easy to digest food for your meal if you book the cook. So this is the easy to digest buckwheat pancakes. Did I go to the bathroom and destroy it immediately after this meal? Yes, I did. But was that the intended effect of the meal? I think so. I think so. Every part of this meal is like fiber or liquids. So you're gonna destroy the bathroom, which is amazing. But also kind of risky if you're not a fan of like pooping on an airplane. This is some, don't know what, deconstructed Caesar salad. It was fine. The best part of the meal is the cheese. Oh, this was the best thing I ate on that flight. Like, everything else... Okay, no, the satay is really good. But this was fucking amazing. This is also my, like, 3rd glass of ginger ale. Yvette to the bathroom, you die now. Yvette to herself, you die now. This is not char kway teow. This is Hokkien prawn mee, which is delicious, and it comes with like really good chili, even though it's not super spicy. I'm not sure why they gave milk. I have a feeling it's to hydrate your noodles, which is what I did with it. You can't really taste it, but I didn't know that you hydrate your Hokkien prawn mee with milk. Question mark. So, but this is great. Basically, they saw me awake, watching probably Aaron Brockovich or the Severance show at this point, and they're like, would you like to have your refreshments? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, give me. And then they put this in front, and I was like, what if Hokkien mee is in Alfredo sauce? You know, it could be our equivalent of Alfredo pasta. It could be. I don't know what this is. I totally know what this is because I see the glass of wine. This is on my flight back. At this point, they're trying to kill me because I said, I'll have a tiny bit of your French wine because I ordered like a beef cheek for my meal or something like that. And they're like, yeah, sure. She fucking decided to empty the entire bottle into my glass like twice. Because she didn't want to waste the alcohol or something. And she just saw like, oh yeah, you're drinking this? Yeah, here you go. Kill yourself. Die on the flight. Yvette said Hokkien prawn mee. But depending on which region of Malaysia and Singapore you're at, refers to 2 different dishes. Oh yeah, Malaysia's like Hokkien prawn mee. This does not look like this. Quote, quote. So this is like Singaporean style. Anyway. So this is probably why I slept 14 out of the 18 hours. I was so drunk on the flight that I just decided to die. Which I don't recommend. Like, I recommend you don't drink that much, or like drink within your limit. North-South divide on that? Okay. I'm not gonna get into that then. But both are good. I like both. This was a smoked salmon thing, which is fine. I don't really remember it. Oh, it comes with, what what's this called? Quinoa, which is when you immediately have like your alarm bells going, uh-oh, disgusting, uh-oh, disgusting. Which is, you know, it was fine though. It was fine though. Again, saved by the sauce, because this by itself without the sauce. Also, I was eating this at like essentially 11:30 p.m. America time, so I was ready to go to bed. This is the beef cheek that I got. I think I should have gotten like more Asian food, but I saw that they had cornbread pudding, and I didn't get a chance to eat cornbread in New Orleans, so I was like, fuck it, I'll eat it here. And it's really good. Quinoa and alfalfa. They're really trying to like 2010s like suburban mom, I'm just going on my diet, kind of like fucking not feed herself, you know. This was good. The don't know what this is not good, but that's a vegetable, so it doesn't really matter. You know, if the cornbread or if the beef cheeks were bad, I'd be pissed, but no, they were good. Okay, so you see how like this, I had to drink this much already. The glass is full again by dessert time, so I've had like maybe 2.5 glasses of wine, and I normally stop drinking after half a glass of wine. So question mark why I didn't stop myself. Also, this was not good. This was very sweet. Not to be like the Asian person that says like sweet desserts are disgusting, but it was pretty much that. It's too sweet. I don't know whether this is like fondant or something, but this mango thing is pure sugar. This cheese part is pure sugar, and the biscuit is pure sugar. So I'm really not sure. This was fine. I ate this. I did not eat this part. This is the travesty. The travesty. Okay, everybody, rip. Rest in peace. Pour one out for your chicken rice fans. This was really bad. I think this is the worst meal on like the flights that I took. It was the worst. Let me unpack why. Okay, so chicken rice, you have to have your fragrant, it's usually cooked in like the chicken stock, plus you put a bit of like onion and whatnot, right? Goddamn. The rice was actually the best part of the meal because it tasted okay. It's just a little bit like you can kind of, it's like when your taste buds change on a flight, so you're already not tasting anything, so you can't taste too much of the essence essentially of the chicken rice, which means it's already like kind of a fail. You spent 11 ringgit on Tuesday downtown, 3 translucent slices of cucumber? Dude, what the fuck downtown, man. This is a don't know what vegetable that they decided to just throw onto the plate, and I'm like, you could just skip it. Don't give me this. Give me more cucumbers or something, because cucumbers you can keep in the fridge and not have to like give two shits about it. It would survive the journey, I think. But they decided to give me that, which was tough to eat. This is fine. The sauces were okay. The chili is not spicy at all, so that's a travesty. This was fine. This is the best part of the meal because, and I will explain, it's a fragrant kind of sauce, which you need for a terrible tasting meal to cover it up. I don't usually eat my chicken rice with dark sauce. It's supposed to be like a dark sweet soy sauce. Maybe I should have. I'm not sure. Ginger paste. Yeah, it's ginger paste. I think it's pure ginger paste. So yeah. The chicken was number one. It was hot, and ironically, maybe people are not familiar with this. The chicken's meant to be cold. The second you eat hot chicken with your chicken rice, it's a fail. Okay? And it can be lukewarm because you tap out the chicken rice from your closest store, you bring it home to eat. It could be warmed up because it's next to hot rice. That's fine. It cannot be like microwave warm. which was the problem, I guess, because they need to ensure like all the fucking germs in the 18-hour flight isn't on the chicken before they serve it to me, which is, I totally get it. But me eating that, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna kill myself. I did, however, eat the whole meal because I didn't want to be rude, and I have to show respect to chicken rice. But I did have to throw a lot of this because essentially the chicken was already starting to smell, because it's like twice microwaved, twice cooked, like steamed chicken, which is not, you just don't do that. And this was a disaster. So in essence, this was a 3 out of 10 meal that I said, fuck it, I would have to eat everything anyway because it's my heritage and I don't care. I think I was eating this while watching, I was like trying to cycle through a bunch of movies. My second flight back, I didn't watch a lot of stuff. I think I watched like 60% of Nosferatu, which is a terrible movie. I don't know why people like it. It's the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life, and also the most predictable thing. But you know, you can't really be like spoiler because Nosferatu has been like in fiction for like the past 2 million years. I don't know. So I guess what was I expecting? I was expecting a fucking scary vampire, and the guy just looks normal. So fuck me, I guess. He looks like any other dude in Singapore, so like, fuck me, I guess. Cold chicken is good, you put lettuce or rotisserie from the fridge, have a Dijon mustard. Exactly. So it's a different mouthfeel when you're eating cold chicken. And when you double heat, like, chicken that's meant to be cold, it's just terrible. And it's really tough and stringy, so... what was I saying? Okay, so no, I was watching 60% of Nosferatu, and then I watched the entirety of The Last Showgirl, although the last 20 minutes of that show put me to sleep, and I had to wake up and watch it again, because I had somehow finished watching it while I was sleeping. The Last Showgirl is about these, like, cabaret girls. Ha ha ha, my dreamer! One is played, the main girl is played by Dolly Parton. What was I saying? Fucking not Dolly Parton, holy shit. Pamela Anderson. And like, y'all know that Pamela Anderson has like gone super clean now. She's not like full of face fillers and all that crap, so she looks amazing. And essentially the storyline follows her, and she's like 57, quote, in the show, maybe in real life too, I don't know. And essentially she loses her job as a showgirl, and she has to kind of figure out what life does. It's like an okay movie. I give it maybe like a 6.5 out of 10 because it's not exactly, it's not saying anything in particular. You're just following the life of this lady who is, I mean, Pamela Anderson is great and everything, but the character is very one note, ironically enough. I think she's pretty one note. We as a culture, ironically, should consider mixing Dijon mustard into our chicken rice. I think it could work. Anyway, oh, we're at DC. Okay, so conclusion of flight. I'm a bougie bitch. I cannot afford to fly like this again. But I think for any trips to America, I would consider business class like a requirement because I need to fucking lie down and sleep. But that does mean then I would have to space out my trips to America to like once every 5 years or something like that. Yeah. Okay, DC. What did I say? My favorite state to visit. I don't know what this building is, but you know. DC is great. I went there to visit my friend, first and foremost, primarily. That's why I was there. So I wasn't there for like a super long time, which maybe led to the feeling of like, oh, you know, this state is amazing. I would love to see more of it, which is then adding to the positivity of the whole trip. But I think it's also like, maybe in when juxtaposed against the other two states that I went to, it's the best one out of them for my kind of personality and my type of travel. But yeah, also it's like the first time I've traveled, this is the first time I was traveling solo, essentially, which, like, I think I like solo traveling, but I hate eating alone. So I would love to be left alone to do my stuff, But then when it comes to eating time, I would prefer eating with people, which makes it extremely difficult for me to plan any solo trips in the future because they just wouldn't work. District of Columbia taxation without representation. Oh, this was supposed to be a video. I don't think it'll play, right? It will play. What the fuck? The squirrel is being evil and tried to attack me. Look at it. It stares at me right here. See, it's staring at me. And this is the point where I had to turn off my phone and run because it was going to attack me. It jumped from here to like here and then to like this tree, and I had to fucking book it. I had to run. Which is kind of funny that I'm saying that this is my favorite state because what the fuck? Can you stop talking? These are two ducks. They're very cute. There's a lot of ducks when you're going to see the World War II memorial and near the pond. Oh my god. Oh my god. Friend 9 Japan will go our separate ways, so it was dinner time. Honestly, that could work. Japan's super safe, and then like DC is super safe. Okay, like, again, DC I think is a very safe state, and like, generally crime is low. I would not solo travel to like dangercountry.com, if that makes sense. I would rather die. So my statement of like, I like solo traveling comes from an like extreme privilege. I'm paying for like the bougie bitch holiday, which is why I'm able to enjoy the shit I'm doing. If I had to like dodge bullets and stuff, absolutely not. I love pandas. DC has 2 pandas, 1 male, 1 female. Qing Bao and Bao Li, I think. I don't know the exact word that they use, to be honest. She is the sweetest. This is Bao Li. Actually, DC is not a state. Okay, well, city, whatever. I would not visit a like unsafe city or whatever by myself. Is Maryland a state or something? Is Colombia the state? America doesn't make any sense. I hope Americans realize that like a lot of your country doesn't make any sense. Look at her stupid cheeks. She's so cute. She's so fat and chubby and I wanna hug her. Oh, this is me. You can tell my eyes are red because I was like crying watching a panda. Maryland is a state. Why is this video going? Stop it. This is another video of her, I think. She's so cute. Someone's fucking umbrella got into my video, which is why I should turn it off. Stop it. The Smithsonian Zoo also has a birdhouse, and I shit you not, I'm like 1 meter away from these birds. Like, this is a barrier, essentially. There's no glass. If I had super long arms, I don't because I'm 5'2". If I had super long arms, I could just grab one of these birds and run away with them. But I don't because I'm not crazy. And they're so cute. There's a bunch of ducks, and then there's this guy. I think he's an American woodcock. I think, but he's not doing the iconic woodcock walk. It's very funny. The barrier, by the way, are these weird isopod things, and they're trying to use this to explain what these birds like to eat, which I thought was kind of weird. Sorry, there's an ad also. Okay, I get it. This is a lizard? Can you stop playing that video? I was trying to zoom in, and then it opened its eyeball to look at me. I have to mute all of these zoo videos, by the way, because when I went to... Hi, Achilles. Horseshoe crabs? Is that what they are? Okay, they were trying to say that these birds like to eat horseshoe crabs, and like, you could not, because you're so small, and the crab is so big. All of these videos, except for like the first one or something, is muted, because the zoo is so full of children, obviously, and they were all screaming, like every single... This is the thing about America. that I think I comment on later as well. People just fucking talk to you, which is very weird. It's very weird if you're not used to that kind of thing. Because all these kids will just grab your hand and be like, look, 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 look at that, look at this, look at this, look at this. I'm like, I could be a murderer. What's going on? What are you teaching your children in America? So, and because I don't want to be the fucking asshole that traumatizes these kids from ever speaking to a person ever again, I force myself to play along and be like, oh, cool, oh my god, how did you see that? Wow, you're amazing, are you blah blah blah, which one do you like, which one is your favorite color, blah blah, and then like, la, 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 and then it engages, it becomes this like 2-hour fucking non-stop conversation with children, and I'm like, I need to leave. Get me out. I don't like it. Total strangers would be like, hi, let's be friends. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. And also, I don't know if this is a thing about DC or Maryland in general. No Asian people. So I don't know whether people were talking to me because they're like, oh look, random Asian person. Never seen one of those before. And then they just start talking to me. I don't think so. America's survival instincts failed. 100% failed. I have to worry about whether these kids are actually gonna kill me, right? The kids, it's a reverse kidnapping where the kids gang up and nap an adult. That's how it works. Also, I don't know if this is in the videos or whatnot. Oh my god. These are naked mole rats. You're so cute. Oh my god. I got jump scared by the other one because I was watching this one eat the corn so intently that it freaked me out when I saw the second one. So cute. I don't know whether this is like a block of cheese that they were eating also. Kind of delicious. This is the White House. Okay. Is that garlic? Garlic? This thing? Maybe. And can you imagine a mole rat eating garlic? It's trying to ward away the vampires. Looks like corn kernels are still on the cob. Yeah, they are. This is the corn for sure. It's like a big ass lettuce. No idea whether this is cheese or fruit or something. Okay, so this is that video, right, where I did a huge sigh. So I think I got up to about... There's a gate here in front of the red thing that you're seeing. There's a gate here, and essentially beyond that gate, no one's allowed to go in. And then you see some official people coming in and out and stuff like that. And you can take photos and stuff and whatnot. But also, in front of that, there's a Zumba class. So I had to be like... protest? But they're dancing? And they're kind of exercising? Not really sure what was going on. So, I don't know if there's a picture. No, there isn't. I think this is the Library of Congress. I think. And this is me literally running past the Library of Congress being like, I should probably take a photo. Take a photo and then continue running because there's this queue that snakes out this way. Entering the Library of Congress, by the way, you need a ticket for a time slot. But there's also a queue. So I'm like, what the fuck am I here for then if there's a fucking long ass line and there's a ticketed timing? I'm gonna miss the timing because of this queue. So I said, fuck it. If I stay in this queue and go through this whole fucking rigmarole, I will miss my second time slot, which is infinitely more important to me. I don't know if it's immediately after this. Oh no, while I was running through, by the way, I went through this garden, and I was like, this is a nice garden, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. And I went to Google, where the fuck am I actually? This is the garden of the first ladies or something, of all the presidents and shit. So this is nice. It's always at least one protest or demonstration in DC on any given day. Yeah, and it could be like just general signage and stuff like that, which are very political. DC's a super political state, so that city. I don't know. What is DC? A city? If I say city, is that correct? Do I have to call it like a town? An freehold establishment? I don't know. Not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what this is. I think it's a court. The Supreme Court. I think it's the Supreme Court. So I was like, again, I'm just gonna take a picture and go. And there's like two guards, I think, that just kept trying to block the photo. And I was like, I'm not doing anything illegal. It's both the city and possession of the federal government. Okay, I'm gonna call it the FGC, the Federal Government City. I was trying to say FGC like phonetically, and it didn't work because I almost said like a bad word, so I didn't want to say it. It's a city government, but the U.S. Congress can override them whenever they want. Okay, so it's a cock-blocked government, a cock-blocked city. Don't take a photo, might trigger a nuclear. Exactly. I think it was because they thought that I was trying to like sneak into a tour or something, because not pictured here, like towards this side, there's like a huge group of people that were going inside, I think, as part of the guided tour, and I looked like some stupid straggler that was like, sorry, I'm lost. I'm like, bitch, no. I have an appointment. I'm literally just walking past and trying to get a photo so that I can continue walking faster the other way. Because I had to go and see the National Air and Space Museum. And this is my favorite museum in the whole world. I don't think I've ever been to a better museum in my life. Granted, I love space, so that's probably why. But this is the best museum ever. They have a planetarium with two exhibits, I don't know what you call them. The first one was just about like space and exploration and stuff like that, progress in the past however million years. And it's narrated by Lupita Nyong'o. And then the second one is about security in space and aliens in ? Which I thought maybe I'll go watch that, but it's narrated by Neil deGrasse Tyson. Is that his name? I don't remember. Anyway, I was like, nah, I've already got Lupita Nyong'o. I'm not gonna pay another $10 to watch another one. What museum is this? This is the... Shit! I think the official term is Federal District, which is why it's called DC, District of Columbia. Maybe I should just call it DC. The shit museum. Yeah, exactly. You go there and see poop. You know what? Like, in about 1 hour, I'm gonna talk about poop in a museum, so watch out. You wanna go to the Smithsonian. I feel like if I had more time, I would definitely just be spending all my time at these museums, because they're really fucking cool. Hello, Yvette? I took a picture of the alien board. Take a screenshot, I don't know. You will spend a week there? I think you could okay, maybe not like a week. I spent, I think, 3 nights and 4 days, or 5 days and 4 nights, something like that, and I thought it wasn't enough time. I think if you're like a super nerd, you could spend like a week there. You do not know the full extent of your powers. True, you could enjoy your full 7 days there. Anyway, other things I saw. This is Franklin Roosevelt and his dog. I found it very funny that like his dog's ears are so gold. Which means that everybody's just like rubbing the good old boy. I think that the dog's name is Fala, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just know it's spelled F-A-L-A, so I don't know what that is, but anyway. Also, who the fuck is sitting on, like, Franklin Roosevelt's knee? I would like to know. Who is touching that? Because nobody should be doing that. Randomly, there are these 2 free museums. One is the Asian Art Museum, and then one is the African Art Museum. This is African art. It's very, very pretty, and they have this exhibit on water, which was very pretty and very cool. Everyone rubbing the dog's ears. Like, good boy, good boy. Yeah, shut up, Franklin Roosevelt. Biggest concern is that the shit museum does in fact exist. I'm sorry, what? you just say? Museo de la Merde. Oh no. The shit museum. Oh no. Oh. No, stop it. Oh my god, I just ruined my entire computer. Big screen. Is it like about toilets? What are the exhibits about? I think it is just poop and toilets. Oh my god. Okay, you see how like all this, it's just blah blah blah. It's just like stupid showboating speak. It's just stupid. It's in Milan. Well, you should have gone to the shit museum. Okay, guys, our first reunion as a group. The Vorcha squad is going to be meeting at the shit museum. So, see you 2027. I'm kidding. This is the Martin Luther King Memorial, which is very nice. I don't know if I put the video of me talking about... Okay, I did. May I know why there's no one at Martin Luther King's fucking memorial? There's nobody here except the family that's fucking doing a TikTok dance, and I want to kill myself. Yeah, so I think I went from...
May I know why there's no one at Martin Luther...
Dumb bitch. I went from his memorial statue, whatever you want to call this, to Martin Luther King, and it went from like 300 people trying to get a shot of this to like 0. May I know? May I know? Is this normal? Okay, granted it was raining, so his is obviously in the middle of the rain, whereas...
I know why there's no one at Martin Luther
King's... Shut up, you dumb chibai. His was like in a building, so a temple, really. Okay, anyway, Abe Lincoln. Very cool statue, like the carving. This is... Literally, I knew his name like 2 seconds ago. My friend called him the Elon Musk of, like, the ye old America. And I don't know whether that's, like, mean or not, but I found it very funny. Because essentially he fucked a lot of random women and have, like a lot of kids everywhere. Let's do a TikTok dance next to the man who fought for civil rights. What a great idea. No, not Edison. He's like one of the... You know Hamilton? Yes, Jefferson. Correct, Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. And so he has like 1 million children that like... Question mark. Know that he's their dad. Question mark. So anyway, this place was empty too though, but I think it's also because of the rain. And because like you have to walk about 25 minutes from Martin Luther King to here, essentially. Because there's a lot of construction that's just blocking everything. Why the fuck would Edison have a temple in DC, Lamau? He could. I think he probably deserved one. And then like next to it you have a bigger one with like Nikola Tesla. Smithsonian Edison Museum, and then a giant Smithsonian Tesla. Nikola Tesla, full name Nikola Tesla, not the Tesla car. Nikola Tesla Museum. Why does this actually look like some Star Wars Sith temple? The ceiling has too many boxes. It looks like these are like laser gun holes that like you could emergency breach in hangar B or whatever the fuck, and then like a gun could come out and then pew 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 pew, you know. This is the most important American. Actually, I don't know if she's American. This ad is all over the subway, which is really funny. Neoclassical architecture is actually Sith confirmed. Yes. And I'm pretty sure you could keep this in the Sith thing too. Something tyranny over the mind of the blah 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 blah. Oh. I don't know why this one's here. But another lizard. I love, like, reptiles, amphibians. generally. I think they're cute. This is an entire shelf of just bird-related books, which I think was very cute. I have this book. I bought this book in a different bookstore. By the way, this bookstore is supposed to be a political one, but then you go inside and it's just full of this. You can have a blaster fight in the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. It's a nice reptile shot. Yeah, and in the background you have 14 kids being like, I see a blue one, I see a yellow. And I'm like, please, I just want a picture of cute lizard. Oh, this is what I called a From Software boss fight frog. Like, he looks like a FromSoft boss because of the ominous lighting. Like, you would have Melania in this lighting. You also have this frog in this lighting. I think that says a lot. Oh my god, this is my favorite part of the trip. So, if you go to DC, some people would go to the national... I don't know how to say this word. It's arboretum? Like, arbor, like tree, and then rectum, but not really. Arboretum? I don't know how you pronounce this word. Because we don't have this in Singapore, fuck it. And it is like the most beautiful place I've ever been. However, getting there is like near impossible, and I had to trespass like twice, I think. Luckily, no one shot me. Fucking Windows XP ass 2009 Gmail background ass photo. There's so many good photos of this area because, let me tell you, when I say it's deserted, it is fucking deserted, okay? I was walking, and I had like a whole video on my phone. I don't think it's in this PowerPoint. It's a video of me saying, hey guys, I'm really, really scared because technically I could die here and nobody would know. Like, a murderer could kill me and nobody would know. And then I'm panning around looking for like exit points in like hidden shadowy areas where a murderer could come out. I see a fucking class like of children, and I go, thank god I'm not gonna die here, because the kids would see me get killed. The capital columns, yeah, these are capital columns. This frog is definitely the Calamity Destroyer. What do you call it? The Calamity Destroyer of worlds, the nightmare of the gods, Froggo. Could be a good place for a blaster fight. This place reminds me of the Sulphur River Wells, since we're talking Elden Ring. Let me see if I can find a picture of what I was thinking of. Okay, in Elden Ring, stupid fucking piece of shit. Okay. In Elden Ring, you kind of have this place, this part of the map. The capital columns kind of remind me of it. Like, you would get into this part, and there's like a giant reindeer that's dead. This bit. There's like a reindeer that's dead up there. It just looks like it. This is next to it. Look, there's nobody. There's literally no one. I could die here. Add it to your to-do list. I highly recommend. Even though I just said that you could die here. Me showing up to the Arboretum going, if she breathes, Jesus. You could yell that probably and no one would like turn around. If you do go though, like you could go on a nice sunny day like this, but you should probably go in a car. I went by foot, which was the problem. I found the quietest spot in DC. Like, yeah. Fucking nobody. These are like the fucking Elden Ring buildings over there. I walked like 15 minutes and I was alone. It's silent here. I got so creeped out I had to start listening to a podcast because I've never had silence in my life. I stopped listening to the podcast about like 15 minutes in after I calmed down. Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay, Grandma visits a haunted party city. We're done with DC. This is the best part of DC. I took a flight from DCA to New Orleans, which took about like 3 hours. Footballing land? You can't treat this like a football field. Okay, if I had more time and if I had a car, I would have driven to the other parts of this arboretum. I didn't show a lot of the trees because I took a bunch of pictures of trees, but like, okay, fine, whatever. They're cool, full stop, I don't know. But there's like bonsai trees, there's the, what do you call it? Completely forgot the name of that kind of tree. And the kind of flower. It's like a thing that could kill you. Okay, not really. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna bother remembering it because I'll be here all day. Talk about New Orleans. Is this in New Orleans? New Orleans has really cool architecture, like all these like fancy French balconies and all that stuff. Is this where I do like immersion time? Okay. Does it spin? Oh my god, it spins, guys. It spins. Look at that. Look at that. It does spin. It's stuck on the spin, guys. Oh, okay. So if you didn't know, Red Dead has a city that's based on New Orleans. Yeah. Okay, yeah, shut up. And there's one iconic building that I managed to go and find and take photos at, which is in this game. I have no idea what the sound situation is. Maybe I should, like, see how many fucking things I have open, by the way. I want to die. I want to die. Nothing's cooler than going to the cities that games are based in. True. True. Are you gonna, like, load in any fucking day now? I had to install this, by the way. And I thought about installing Elden Ring to talk about the Silver River Wells, and I was like, I cannot have another game on my computer. It will die. Going to Dotonbori. Holy fuck. I can't remember the Tokyo location. Kabukicho? Like, this probably is in New Orleans. Where the fuck am I? Where am I? Hold on. Look at! Look at! So this building... Oh, I'm literally like, just go south, okay. I say that. Do I know how to go south? I'm not very sure. I think I'm fucking it up. Too bad. Oh my god, I got to write this. Can I write this now? Hey, can I get on? Can I get on? I wrote this trolley. It's very cute. You can do this in New Orleans. Look forward to visiting Megatron in Fallout. Okay, the seats didn't quite look like this.
Indeed.
And the guy still has to drive the car like in the middle like that. It's very cute. I should probably whistle so that I can get onto my horse after. A lot of the streets kind of look like this. Okay, I don't know why he's not driving this fucking thing. Can we go? Do I have to, like, rob you? What is Arthur doing? Get up, weirdo.
Mister.
Okay, bye. I'm not paying. Oh, shit. Okay, the main building. Shut up. That everybody loves. If I can find it, Lamau. Okay, I can't see a thing. Oh my god, I'm gonna get hit by another trolley. Definitely don't see trees anymore in New Orleans, by the way.
What's the issue here?
Where the fuck am I going? I missed it. It's like here. Oh, and the trams like go through this grass part, which is very cool. Very cool.
What's your quarrel?
Oh my god. Almost killed that man. Okay, this building.
Good evening, sir.
This one, the saloon, the steel saloon, is based on, I think, what is called the La Branch House. It's got these like huge ass. It's got these horse things, and these horse things are still in New Orleans, by the way. It's very cute. Okay. So this is essentially what you do in New Orleans. You get hammered.
Hey, what's your pleasure?
Whiskey.
Just give me a drink.
I think the most popular drink in New Orleans is, how do I have so much money? I don't even know what point in the game I am in. Are you gonna drink it or what?
Around here, I'm guessing. I look around this place trying to work out who's really rich and who's just here trying to fix themselves to the rich. Like those fish who ride around on turtles cleaning their backs. Careful,
I forgot to
clumsy
say.
fool.
Give me all your
Fur coat, no nickname.
Oh. I didn't know I had a knife. Okay. Okay. This is what I did in New Orleans.
That's our man! Someone kill him already!
God damn it!
Quick! Quick! Red Dead activities. Genocide. Genocide and bathing. Can I go into bathe? Oh, because I didn't book yet. Okay. Well, I'll just be here.
The law won't tolerate you around!
Okay, no, I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll quit. I'll quit. I'll quit. Okay. Let's get back to the fucking presentation, okay? That's enough immersion. I didn't kill anybody. I didn't know I was starting my Delta Rune stream right now, just killing everybody. Is there there's probably secrets, right, if you kill people in chapters 3 and 4? Probably. Did it close? Yeah, okay, it did. Okay, so the best part of New Orleans, you get to see gators. And they're so cute. I don't know why this is like 240p, but we get into an airboat and there's gators and they are so fucking cute. They're like little puppies and they just swim up to the boat. They swim up to the boat because the driver of the boat, this is me listening to the driver of the boat, that's why the camera's off angle. The driver of the boat throws them like little snacks so that they come closer. Literally, if not friend. Why is it friend shaped? I don't know. This is also a very cool shot of the swamp. We were in a swamp and the boat was going like up and down, up and down, up and down. And then we see this bridge question mark thing about like 4 times, which is very cute. Bison say an alligator is like a puppy. There's quite a difference, like a small one. Yeah, so one has fur and then the other has scales. Yeah, sorry, I should have been clearer. Should have been clearer. There's raccoons.
Hello, you little baby.
Fun fact, alligators will eat raccoons, but raccoons stay in the same swamp as alligators and often tempt fate because they're stupid. This is me. The company that we booked is Cajun Encounters. They're very good. I love them. They made it very easy to enjoy the tour, which is amazing. Random building in New Orleans, kind of near where I stayed. These are so New Orleans has Mardi Gras, and I think these are the main colors of Mardi Gras. But we did not go during that time period, so I don't know why this building is this Mardi Gras colored, but it is. Cool buildings. Cool buildings. And the sunset. Holiday streetcar restaurant. We ate at a streetcar place. It was terrible. But anyway, this is like a random thing on the side, but essentially like we rode the streetcar on one of the days to get from the main area, which is called the French Quarter, to the Garden District, which is like maybe like a 10 to 15 minute streetcar ride down from the French Quarter. And essentially at that part you have like a lot of very cool landed properties. Again, I could have been trespassing, but I don't know. This was a hotel. So when I was planning this trip, one of my family friends had gone, and the uncle in this family friend group, he texted me the day I was flying, and it was like, he didn't say hi or anything, he just said, Hotel Monteleon has hantu. Hantu means ghost. So I was like, okay, great, thanks. If I see it, I'm going to send a photo back, because they'll be like, haha, haunt me, bitch. I did not want a haunting to happen, just kidding. The story of the ghost here, apparently, this is a pretty fancy looking hotel that like markets this, so it's not like an evil ghost, okay? It's a little kid, unless you really hate ghosts, then like don't stay here, obviously. If you do though, there's a chance that, I don't know which floor it is, I think it's like 3rd or 4th. When you sleep at night, you'll feel something tugging at your bed sheets, and it's a little kid that wants to play with you, or like tries to wake you up, and it's like hee hee ha ha, prank, get pranked, bitch, get pranked. I think I walked past another haunted hotel, so-called, and in that one, my friend who had stayed there, her husband was trying to study for exams or something, while his wife was like hee hee ha ha partying in New Orleans, and the lights just kept flickering on and off, and he got so spooked he just got all his things, went downstairs and was like, so what's up with my room? And they're like, oh, your room's known to be haunted, sorry, do you want to change to a different room? And it's like a fancy proper hotel, by the way, like it's very, like everything's made of marble, there's like a million fucking spotlights. So it's not like it's just one of those shitty ass hotels that have like known electricity problems. You look at it from the outside and you go, I don't think, although a conspiracy theory, of course, that like my friends and I have throughout this, because we saw a building where the lights were like kind of being flickery on purpose, we think. We think that it's essentially part of the marketing to be like, you should totally stay at a haunted hotel here, instead of having like the very expensive infrastructural overhaul that is needed to make sure all your ye old American lighting systems of ye old times from Arthur Morgan times gets an update. Just a casual, your room is haunted. I think it's part of the marketing, man. Because why are you so casual about it? Why are you so cavalier? Like, yeah, it's haunted, and what do you want me to do about it? Unhaunted? See, it's these like fancy buildings and shit like that. Okay, this is Marie Laveau's house. Marie Laveau is the queen, so-called, quote-unquote. I guess she kind of deserves the title though. She's the queen of voodoo in New Orleans. She started a very big voodoo business. And voodoo, according to our tour guide anyway, is like 99% positive. So a lot of these people are tying like hair ties or stuff that they own, but you'll see most of it's hair ties. They tie it to this windowsill of her where she used to stay. And apparently that's supposed to like ask for her to like come visit you and give you like good tidings and stuff like that. Maybe their marketing strategy is to themselves create ghosts. You know what? If that's why there's a lot of missing homeless people in New Orleans, someone should investigate that. This is also part of the haunted tour. This is the street where the Originals, a very popular vampire franchise, was filmed. I've never watched it, but everybody was like, "Oh my god, so cool! Oh my god, the Originals! Oh my god!" I have no idea what it is. Maybe I should know. Very cool building. This is called Boutique du Vampire. Very cute. Very cute. I think there's like a lot of kitschy things about New Orleans that I'm like, you know, it's nice, but some parts of it's kind of weird. This is the tram that we rode. Bye bye. Bye bye, tram.
Bye bye.
Oh, okay, I actually say bye bye. 8. I don't know what that means. This is a mask shop that sells all sorts of cool masks. You're not supposed to take photos in these stores, but I didn't see this sign before I took this photo, so I took one by accident. This is some dude's house. I forgot whose. It says George Washington Cable House. You could Google that. I don't know what it means. I went to a cooking school to cook southern food. It was like 95% a good experience. If no one knows, it never happened. True, except there's no evidence after I delete this photo, right? I didn't buy this mask. I thought, oh wait, when I wore this mask, I thought, haha, Ghost of Yote, Ghost of Tsushima. Maybe I should have bought the mask. God damn it. Then I could wear it and then stream the game. Stupid idiot bitch. This was a 95% good experience, except like maybe 70% of the way through, we were eating in the dining hall, which is facing the kitchen where we're cooking, and I saw a mouse in the kitchen, and I was like, I just want to die now. I would just love to die. But I compartmentalized, and I said, never mind. Food is cooked. If I have rabies, I have rabies. I will go to a hospital. I turned out fine. Unless... Kidding. Who's talking? Oh, it's still the music. Okay, so this is the building in Red Dead. In all its glory. Except now... Hello? I don't know what it is now. I think this is a store. Like, this is a kitschy store. Instead of a saloon. Did I go in and kill it? No, I didn't. I don't think it would have helped the experience, to be honest. Oh, this is me cooking. This is us cooking banana fosters and crepes and stuff. So you're supposed to put like the crepe, some ice cream, and then the flambe bananas. With a lot of patience, you saw a rat, you probably immediately vomited. I won't say I was near vomiting, but I think if that mouse... Okay, I saw it at a distance. It was a distance of approximately like 15 to 20 meters. If it was any less than that, I would be freaking out. I did have to white knuckle grip my knife though, so... And then I think this is me throwing cinnamon. This is our chef teacher guy. His name is Austin. Austin something. Austin Faucher? It's a French name, so it's kind of hard to say.
The more you shake the skillet, you introduce oxygen and you fuel the fire. Alright, it looks like we...
Okay, stop it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. This is hilarious. Amerima. What's a meter? Oh, sorry. Okay, you know how... Oh no, what is it? Okay, you know what? I can't explain it. Okay, meters to... What is it? Yards. Convert meters to yards. Okay, let's say 15 meters. It's about 16 yards. 16 to 21 yards. Does that make sense? Well, that's almost the same actually. You need this, go back to New Orleans and buy you this. You could probably find it in like any other store in a fun country, I would say. Not a country that hates gay people. This is a Palm Pal. Oh, I have the Palm Pal right now. Can I show me on camera? Is it working? I've not tested any of my tech since I came back, so if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It might not be working. Okay, I guess it's not working today. What the fuck? Okay, it doesn't want to turn on, but this is my new Gator Palm Pal, and it's very, very cute. So we're trying to come up with names, because my friends also bought stuffed alligators, like toy alligators, of course. Computer, sometimes I swear to God. Okay, anyway, let's just assume it's gone. I muted myself, sorry. Okay, it's not working today. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. My friends got stuffed alligators. Why did the music turn off? Okay. And they all started with G names. So there was Greg, and then there was Gordon, like Gordon Ramsay. Hilarious, I know. So I was like, okay, I need another G name, and I was like, I couldn't think of one that I liked, so I said, what if I just said, I don't give a fuck, and his name is Geff. And then they're like, no, then you just call it Jeff, because that's pretty close to I don't give a fuck. So that's how Jeff's name, you know, came about. He's very, very cute. I think America has these like Pom Pals series, which is just adorable. I think they're meant for like babies or children, but they're very cute, so I don't care. You measure your centimeters in house units? What? Alright, these are Pom Pals. Explore all collections. Oh my god. I would just die. Okay, I have the moth. The moth was a gift from my friend from DC, so I've called it Musty the Moth. Because when you kill a moth, you just get a lot of powder on your hands. Dust and stuff. And then I have the panda. Okay. I don't... Prehistoric. This looks like Jeff. What the hell? Sentiment. Zoo. I don't know if the zoo would have panda. Oh yeah, so I have a panda one also. I think you'll see it later. My panda is called Kung because I have a matching one with my friend from DC, and hers is called Fu, and together they're the Kung Fu pandas. Amazing, I know. We're so intelligent. We're two lawyers. You want the raccoon? The raccoon is cute. They sell these all over, by the way. They're amazing. This is a street in New Orleans. Is it? I might be confused actually. This might be a street in New York, sorry. Yeah, I'm confused. Definitely confused. This is a street in New York somewhere. Not New Orleans, my bad. This makes your We Wear Bear plushies insecure. I'm sorry, what the fuck are those? What the fuck is a We Wear blush? What? We Wear Bears. Oh, We Bear Bears? These fuckers? They're cute. Why are they like this though? Why are they climbing each other? Some back problems. We went to Walmart in New Orleans. Tomatoes in any country that is not Singapore, ginormous and insane. Legendary. Amazing. Beautiful. But there's also a lot of wildlife outside Walmart, such as this, I think it's a turkey. I'm not sure. It was just running around. And everybody was staring at it. Like, and it was blocking traffic and stuff like that. It's crazy. Funny, but crazy. Okay, let's do New York now. Concrete jungle where I spend too much money. It's true. Those tomatoes are not normal, but they're cute. What kind of tomato is that? Let's see if I can read the label. It says Mexico. And then it says something that may be bellflower. I'm not sure what that is. They're cute and they're big. Okay. Immersion time part 2, guys. New York. Because guess who also installed? Oh my god, Yvette, please. I should really finish this game. I have the problem in this game where the ending is bugged for me, and because I was so pissed the last time it happened that I just said, fuck it, I'm never gonna play this ever again. And then here I am. This game's great. I love GTA 4. I think it's my favorite GTA. I played San Andreas 3 for like 10 minutes. 4, obviously 5. I think I played Chinatown Adventures or whatever it's called. Why am I here? Oh my god, I have to drive to fucking... In my New York trip, I spent like 80% of my time in Manhattan. So if this was real life, I stayed basically like here. This brings back memories. Dude, it's a good game. I need a taxi. What do you want? Shut up. I did not do this. I did not do that.
We're going.
Here we are, man. End of the line.
Great, thanks.
So imagine my hotel is like right here. It's crazy. I don't know what the statue is. It's like a... What do you want? Shut up. Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna get hit by traffic. Actually, can I get a car? Ouch. I'll go to Times Square actually. I can probably... No, I'll drive to Times Square. I've walked too much.
Out the car now, lady.
Take the car, you good.
What was that? What was that explosion? Oh my god, she just died. Hold on, Glizzy. I ate about 3 Glizzies this... I need to stop running into cars, man. I'm gonna die before I get to this Glizzy. Excuse me. The classic New York experience. These are really good, honestly. I had two very good ones, and one kind of okay one. Every bus stop, by the way, is disgusting in New York. I'll say that later, but like, oh my god, this car has seen better days. This is how Americans drive, by the way. Just... That's my American experience in any of the roads. You can recover from an RPG blast, nuclear explosion, just give me my glizzies. True. So New York is not like this anymore. I mean, it is like this, yeah, you have that, and you have this all over. Just kidding. You don't really have butts on screen. It's not like fucking, The Substance, but in real life or anything. Michelle, just go away. Instead, like, on this particular path, right, currently if you go to New York, it will be all these people trying to help you film, like, Instagram, TikTok reels, where there's a camera that spins around you like this, and looks at, like, the lights and everything like that, and then it's, that song where it's like, in New York, concrete jungle, na 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 na. Except, like, you think that they play the whole song, but it's just those 2 lines. In New York, da na 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 na, in New York, da na 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 na, in New York, da na na. And like, if you work anywhere here, you'll just die because you have to listen to that all day, which is horrific. I don't know if they'll show like Broadway-looking things, because the main reason why we decided to stay in our hotel, which is a disaster by the way, our hotel sucks in New York. We went from like a 3-bedroom apartment in New Orleans that was beautiful and next to the French Quarter, to a disgusting, cramped, moldy hotel in the middle of like Times Square. Okay, it wasn't like terrible, and like because you have good friends, it's fine, but it was cramped and it was hard to just like get through the week, honestly. Going back to the hotel is like not necessarily a respite. Okay, you don't really see like maybe that's Broadway. I guess that's kind of Broadway. Okay, let's go to Central Park actually, because this is where, first of all, here there's a very good Magnolia Bakery. Here would be Central Park Zoo, and then here is the Met, I guess. And let's go see that. Let's go see. I'll just steal a car or something. Oh yeah, and you have all these people selling art and stuff in the streets. I guess you could call this Pharaoh building a theater, maybe? I didn't go to the Met, modern, metropolitan, whatever you call it, museum. Because I had enough of I had enough of museums at that point. GTA 4, I did get to go to the Central Park too, I did. I have a couple of pictures, videos for that. I don't know if this zoo exists in the game. Is this like, oh, I guess this is a Broadway theater? I guess so. And then maybe this street is all the Broadway stuff actually. Yeah, because this would be a theater exit. This is actually really legit. It's so cool. And this game is like from 2009 or something, right? That's amazing. See, GTA 4 is amazing. And then I just know after I play GTA 6, I have to go to Florida. Are the sea lions still there? We went in 2019. The exhibit was closed when I went, so I'm not sure. Oh, this is supposed to be like Radio City Towers or something? Very cool. Oh my god. There's actually a lot of New York in Liberty City. Okay, they don't have the zoo. They just have Middle Park. Hi. Hi, Copper. So this would be where the zoo is. Uh-oh. 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 Sorry. I don't know why you're pissed. Calm down. I just want to see the Met. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here at night, which is true. Oh wait, there's a whole mission in the Met. You go in and you have to like stop Johnny from the Lost and Damned or something or the other. Or no, not you have to stop, but the guy from Ballad of Gay Tony tries to stop you. Oh my god! No, this is the Museum of Natural History, which is totally wrong, by the way. The Museum of Natural History is supposed to be here. This is supposed to be the Met Gala. Stupid place. Oh my god! This is so cool. Are there other exhibits that I can see? Or is it just the dinosaurs? I mean, just dinosaurs would be fine, but... Can the cops not find me? There's like zero Egyptian stuff in the actual Natural History Museum. There's like one wall dedicated to it, which is kind of lame. Is that supposed to be Trump? Okay, well, I'm just gonna assume it's Trump. And because it's Trump... GTA 4 Deltarune crossover would be very cool. I don't know what that's supposed to be, like a god horse. Is there the hanging whale? Yeah, this is the whale! Oh my god, that is sick. This is sick. This is very cool. Dude, GTA 4 just keeps getting cooler. I have not played this game in like maybe 4 years. And it's just so cool. And then the previous time I played was probably like 2013 or 2012. Dude, this game is amazing. Okay, anyway, immersion over. I mean, I could go to quote Liberty, whatever, Lady Liberty or something, but I didn't go. Sorry, Lady Liberty or something. I didn't go this trip because I was like, I've seen her. I don't really care. We went to Chinatown for a bit. That was lame. Yeah, I don't think they have Bryant Park in this game. Probably not. Yeah. Okay, back to PowerPoint. Let me close this. Nico shoots Spamton to death. Would be cool. I think Spamton would win still somehow. No, they would get along. They wouldn't kill each other. I'm trying to quit out GTA 4, by the way. It's not working. Okay, it just killed itself. Okay. Stop it. Okay, New York. Back to the real world. No more fun game time. This is Central Park. I don't know how I got this picture, to be very honest with you. I think we went up onto some sort of like tower building thing. This is Central Park Zoo. We saw grizzly bears and they are wrestling, trying to drown one another and also like sit on each other. It's kind of an inappropriate pose,
like
now that I think about it.
WWE shit.
I don't know if they're playing or if they're fighting. Can you stop fighting each other, actually? They did this the whole time we were there. We were there watching the bears for like 10 minutes. So it's another Central Park thing.
Oh my god. You're interrupting my story.
Oh, that duck goose. I don't know if it's a goose or duck. I'm gonna say it's a goose. That goose like screamed at me while I was filming the video. I don't think you can hear it in the video, but it screamed at me. There's red pandas in the Central Park Zoo. What happened to the video quality? Hello? You're so cute. Okay. However, that's where Central Park stops being good. Because everything, like this and the grizzly bears and maybe one birdhouse, but the birdhouse is kind of lame, I guess, because I already saw a cooler one in DC. They're just lame. They just suck. There's no other animals. The entire Madagascar movie is a scam. The entire place is built on lies and bullshit. Number one rule, always pay duck gooses money if you film them, they're a gangster. Oh, I forgot about that rule. They're like the mafia. You're amazed that there are grizzlies in Central Park. That's true. That is kind of cool. But essentially, the sea lion exhibit was closed. The zoo, you would think maybe like takes 2 hours to walk through. We were done within like 30 minutes. It was kind of weird. Like not including the gift shop and everything, where we went in there angry because we couldn't see anything and there was nothing cool. Half the park was closed. And half the park was like for kids, and it's like a petting zoo, and you know petting zoos is just the worst. And then we walked through Central Park and we wanted to see the Bethesda fountain and the Bethesda castle, or is it the Belvedere castle? Can't remember. The fountain is surrounded with construction. So I just called it the Scam the Fountain instead. We started having this joke about how everything in Central Park was a scam. Like it's Scamtral Park instead. This clock is supposed to move when it plays music every hour and half hour. It doesn't anymore. So we called it it's called the Delacorte clock. But you know, it's Della Scam clock now. Oh, this is the grizzly bears. This is a picture of the other bear winning, I think. Very cute. We walked to Grand Central. Oh, I didn't see in GTA 4 of this Grand Central Terminal. Against Grand Central Station. I forgot what it's called, whatever. It's nice. We walked past the thing where Stephen Colbert's late show would like run. And the lines here, like, they're insane. Every night. It's kind of disgusting, honestly. Grizzly bears are as equally terrifying as they are cute. Yeah, like from a distance, very cute. In real life, yikes, terrible. I would not fight one and win. I would die. It's a picture of Times Square. Yeah, Times Square. This is a Hope statue, which I found very funny. It's like 5 minutes from a hotel. It became like my beacon of light every time I got lost, because I was just like on my way back to the hotel, because I just see this and I would immediately be able to like reorient myself. I think this is the Empire State Building. A lot of people ask Like, oh, are you going to the Rockefeller Center? Are you gonna go to the top of the Empire State Building and stuff like that? Why would I? Right? Like, for what? It really is hope. It was hope. It's like, I know I will survive today. I don't understand the appeal of going up skyscrapers. I have a fear of heights, granted, so that could be a significant downer on the appeal, I guess. But also, what the fuck is it for? Like, I'll go up the tower and I'll see the New York cityscape, I guess. Why would I do that when I can walk around in said cityscape? Unless the city is in such a cool shape or something that it's like, oh, if you go up the top of the Rockefeller Center, you get to see an alien crash site because of a spiral. That is very cool and iconic. It's just fun to be high up, I guess so. Like, I think Canada has this like weird building where you're supposed to walk on the edge and you're like tied to the building by a rope or something. You're supposed to lean and all that crap. You would have to pay me so much money to do that. Otherwise, I would just shoot myself to save myself from the terror of having to do that. You go up skyscrapers so you can feel superior. You go up there and you're like, ah yes, the peons below. The ants living beneath my shoes. Same things with fireworks, you hate them, but people like big noise and bright light. I hate fireworks, they're so stupid. Oh, more bear pictures. I don't know why I didn't just put all these bear photos like next to each other. But here's another bear photo. Now it's taking a bite out of its side of the head. How about fireworks while high up on the edge of a skyscraper? I would put my head into the pathway of a firework so that it would explode and kill me instantly. Does that? I guess that paints a pretty picture. New firework. Was that a Trump impression? Oh no, it's just a rich, snobby person impression. So it could be Trump. Could be. We went to see the Brooklyn Bridge. Very cool. Everybody loves taking photos of the Brooklyn Bridge. There was a woman with a gigantic ass that kept trying to like take photos, and it's like kind of annoying because every time we were in the perfect pose for a photo, she would stick her ass into the photo, and I'd be like, good, thanks. Brooklyn Bridge. This is the Museum of Modern Art. There's a guy who, his style is pretty cool, and his messages are about like segregation, race, politics, and stuff like that. But I just thought this is a cool picture. Ass photo bomber. Literally though, her ass was the bomb. This is the picture of the melting clocks by Salvador Dali. That's also at MoMA. And this is a very funny photo because I thought this is like Elden Ring DLC. I don't know why, but I thought that. This is another exhibit. I thought this was funny because it looks like some gibberish by a person who is like speaking with aliens or something. I have no idea what it's saying. What is it saying? Justice, requital, or equality is found in number 9. 9 is the first square of an odd number, namely 3 multiplied by itself. Opportunity is number 7, because in nature, the time of fulfillment go in sevens. Moreover, the sun is situated in the region of the number 7. It occupies the 7th place among the 10 bodies which move around the central hearth. Oh, this is the Pythagorean cult. There's a cult for the Pythagorean theorem. It's hilarious. Said Petron among the earliest Pythagoreans. Many hosmoi, worlds arranged in the form of a triangle. Each side of the triangle has 20 worlds, and the remaining 3 are placed at the corners. So this is really gibberish. Remember when I said I'd talk about shit museum? This is a chair that is innocuously named something like fun chair or modern chair, but it's placed next to like photos and exhibits on the digestive system. So it is a shit chair, literal shit chair. It's not obviously made of shit, but it looks like poo as a chair. You're not allowed to sit in it. This is cute. I love to eat these raisin things as a kid, and then I read the display and I was like, ha ha ha, I was eating a bunch of insecticides, miticides, herbicides, fungicides, whatever. The Starry Nights is at MoMA. It's cool. Everybody is at MoMA for this picture, by the way. There's like, instead of like all these and all that stuff, there's like maybe 2 people looking at it, maybe 1. This one has about 30 people trying to take a photo at the same time. It was hell. This is the Natural History Museum. I love pandas again. So this is, I think it's a brown panda actually, but I don't know why it's brown. Because normally you get a black and white one, right? Maybe they just want to be cool, but okay. This is part of the Gems and Geodes exhibit, and I was like, cute. Looks like Game of Thrones. And then we sang the Game of Thrones theme in front of this sculpture, and as a couple people looked at us and laughed. This is a lynx? Snow lynx? Am I saying the word right? Lynx. Lynx. I don't know how else I would pronounce it, so yeah. If you read Golden Kamui, Ogata. This is him. Natural History Museum has really cool windows. Also, when I was coming in through the security, you see that there's security here, right? I have a JoJo keychain on my bag, so it beeped, and I got like, oh, come on. And then the guy looked at me, I was like, yeah, come over here, we need to check your bag. He took one look at my JoJo keychain, and we had a 5-minute conversation about JoJo instead of him checking my bag. And then afterwards, he was like, okay, please, just go in. If you want to talk more JoJo, I'll be here. And I was like, what if I had a gun, but I also had a JoJo keychain? Just some thoughts. This is the big whale that I was looking for in GTA just now. Now we know how to smuggle shit into the museum. You don't need to smuggle shit, you just look at it. Just kidding. JoJo keychain defeats security. Literally, that's how it happened. Is this a video?
Well, too bad then.
Oh, okay. I was filming this video and I was doing the mama help me too bad then, and after I said too bad then, this random woman next to me, she starts shrieking with laughter, and like it jump scared me, and she was like, oh my god, you just said the darnest thing. I was like, this is the whitest thing you've ever said to me, and I just kind of like, haha, yeah, haha, okay, haha, hee, and I ran away. I'm telling you, I cannot deal when people talk to me. I cannot. Just don't perceive me in real life, please. This is a statue, you know, like Night in the Museum, Teddy Roosevelt. So this is his statue, and I thought it'd be funny if I was pointing at like a bitch. Did she really say darnest thing? Yes, she did. And I was like, okay. Comic book character, and I had to run because I couldn't deal. These are the dinosaur exhibits. I don't think this is Rexy. This is like a smaller dinosaur at the side of Rexy. Oh my god, I went to Kinokuniya. Okay, this, like all this, yeah, whatever, cool. Please shut up. Okay, whatever, we'll stop in like 2 seconds. However, the coolest exhibit ever, you need to redraw this photo. Here, screen cap it. Go for it. The best exhibit ever that I saw in New York is at Kinokuniya. I saw Mr. Inoue's fucking painting of Musashi and Kojiro. And this is where we go back to Elden Ring. I'm kidding. Like, it's so pretty. However, Kinokuniya in general is a piece of shit. Because, like, you see all these, like, fucking barriers? They're so ugly. Can we put something else there to prevent people from... And it doesn't help, by the way. I can touch the exhibit. I don't know if there's a photo. Okay, yeah, this is me taking a picture of my two new children. These are from Dun Dun Dun. Where's the picture of me and the fucking... Okay, I can touch Musashi. So I don't know what the purpose of this is. If this is in Singapore, people will be all over, like, fucking smearing the paint wall. It's very pissing off. Anyway, this is not in Kinokuniya, because Kinokuniya could never. In America, at least. In America, Kinokuniya, shit. Barnes and Nobles. Very good. Very good. This is the full shelf of all his books. I bought 2 books. I bought this one, Way of Kings, and then this one, Words of Radiance. I like the small little books because I think they're cute. The big books are really heavy and hard to read unless you have one of those like book stand things. These are the 2 books I bought. Very cute. My favorite character is called Pattern, and that's all I'll be saying about this series. It's a very good series unless Sanderson is trying to be funny. Because we went during Pride Month. This is Rockefeller Plaza. Normally these are like flags of countries. But they decided, nah, it's good. We're gonna put up pride flags. But otherwise, New York in general is very like pride in the capitalist way rather than in a genuine way, I guess. So, I don't know what this is doing here. Like, there's no one manning this, and it's just blocking an entire lane by itself, by the way. Get the fuck out. Rockefeller Plaza's bathroom is very based and very nice. Oh, this is a changing room in Nike's House of Innovation on 5th Avenue. Imagine living in a country that at least pretends to care about gay people. True, in my country, people of all ages will be in high-flying jobs and tell you to your face that they hate gay people. Or that they love 377A. And I'm like, I wish I had the right to just kill people. Sorry, what?
This is a crazy changing room. You can change indoor gym. Night run.
So you could like pick out your Nike whatever clothes you want and test them out in different lighting. That is amazing. So this is why I spent so much fucking money in this country, because your stores are just so cool. Like, why would I not wear all your stuff and run through this corridor? Why wouldn't I? Why would I not wear your shoes and like just walk down this? I would feel like $1 million. Also, again, bookstores are really good in America. This is an independent bookstore. They sell their own merch because books are magic and it's really cute. Books in general were my Achilles heel. I think I bought 9 books in total, including this set, which is from... This is from Book Off, which is a Japanese... I think the music just stopped. Yeah, it's finished. My bad. 1 second. Okay. This is a Japanese secondhand bookstore. Essentially, they buy secondhand books, figures, movies, DVDs, stuff like that. But normally with the ones in Japan you go to, all the books are in Japanese, of course, because people selling Japanese books because they live in Japan. Duh. So a Book Off in America is my weakness because you'll find all sorts of manga and books in English, and it's like dirt fucking cheap. I swear to God, this thing is 35 USD. So 1 book for 7 USD. In Singapore, 1 book is probably 50 Sing dollars or 35 USD. Essentially, slightly more than 35 USD. Although you could probably assume that like some person watched the TV show and was like, fuck it, I don't need this entire thing anymore. Which is fair. My most expensive purchase in single item purchase in the US was this ticket to Book of Mormon. I was seated in an aisle, basically in the front. So it was amazing. I love this musical. It's very, very funny. I like South Park, which is my guilty pleasure, which meant I, of course, had to watch Book of Mormon. Very, very fucking funny. My favorite song is the baptism song because it caught me off guard and I was dreading, and then all my expectations were reversed, which is great. This is my view of the stage, essentially. Amazing. Beautiful fucking seat. However, because it's a very good seat, I had to pay like, I think it was like 180 something USD. I think. And I don't know why this play has been out since forever. But people, it's a full fucking house. Every seat is filled. I'm like, have you fucking assholes not watched this before? You guys had 9, 10 plus years to watch this. This is my first time. Give me front row for like $60. But of course, because it's Broadway, and the two people are very good. I think it, if I remember the names off the top of my head, it's Kevin Clay playing Elder Price, and Cody Jameson Strand playing Elder Cunningham. The two lead actors, essentially. They're very good. I would, dare I say, they're even better than the original cast, dare I say. Because when I was listening to the original recording by Andrew Rennell and Josh Gad, like Frozen Josh Gad, and I was like, what the fuck, really? I thought, yeah, it's okay, but, you know, nah, it's alright, it's good. But this production's Elder Cunningham is like 20 times funnier. I don't know. Book of Mormon, amazing. Book of Mormon, amazing. 9 Tony Awards, damn. This is, I think, The Angel Moroni, I think. Very funny. So after I watched that, I thought, okay, I'll watch another fucking musical, I guess. I didn't really want to watch anything else that was going on in Broadway. Then I saw off-Broadway, there was this, what's it called? The Office musical. I thought, I love The Office. I'm like The Office's biggest fucking fan. I'll watch it. I paid $40 for a front row ticket, by the way. That's when you know something's not right. This is part of the set. It's Jim Halpert's desk. And this is part of the set too. I think it helps that I'm a diehard fan of The Office. It's very awkward because it's a very interactive musical. And again, I don't do well with people perceiving me in public. So I didn't know it was interactive. And then the next thing I know, there's a man singing the dinner party song 5 inches away from my face. And I was like, I want to die. I want to disappear. And because you're so near them, you can smell like their costumes, their wigs, and obviously, you know, it's the bright lights and stuff like that. You can see the sweat dripping off their face and everything. And I'm like, I don't need to see this. I want to die. But it's a good production, in that all of their lines are essentially really funny lines from the TV show. And when you go back to your hotel, you'll just be watching. I have a 4-hour YouTube video, like, in my to-watch list, and I've just been watching bits of it, and it's thanks to this musical. You would crumble. It was very funny, but like the songs were not memorable, because if you ask me to sing a little bit, like this one, I can sing every part of it, probably, or like, I can name you a couple songs and like sing the whole thing. You ask me to name a single like lyric, one line from this entire musical, which was about 2 hours, I won't know. Maybe an hour and a half. I think the line that like stuck probably was the dinner party one because it was sung into my face. It's like, it was something along the lines of like, we are at a dinner party, something like that. And I'm like, okay. And again, I think fans of The Office, I don't know anybody to date, and I have like a lot of friends that watch The Office. I don't think I know anybody to date that like really enjoyed the Jim and Pam relationship. Or like that's their, if you ask them what do you love most about The Office, they don't say Jim and Pam. But this musical does a lot of Jim and Pam. I think about like 30 to 40% of their songs are Jim and Pam. Oh, there's one song that was pretty good. It was Angela, Pam, and Mindy on the toilet, and they were singing about how like the men in the office have like destroyed their paper cut hearts or something like that. Yes, okay, that's one line I remember. Meredith was great. Meredith and Michael Scott, they were great. Everyone else is like, okay. Not to shit on this too much. I mean, I did pay like $40 for this. It was fine. Nintendo World was terrible. Don't go to Nintendo World in America, in New York City, if you really have to. Then sure, but if you don't have to, then avoid it. Reminds me of going to a comedy show at McDougal Street, just flinching when one of the comedians started in on me. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, it's just not a good time. Because like, if it's not funny, then you're just staring at each other. And I was trying to be like a good sport and being like, haha, haha. And the girl next to me, she is like, I should probably talk about the girl that was sitting next to me. She was kind of annoying. I think she was maybe a little drunk. Yeah, whiskey $1 paid. So I think she decided to go down that path, but she's also a diehard. Everybody in the audience is either like, I like the Office, or they're diehard fans. She is a super diehard fan, and she was laughing non-fucking stop. And then she would like, so at one point like a character comes out or something, like you can see Dwight's cousins here. So when he comes out, she will scream their name and be like, ha 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 ha. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Maybe I'm just being a sport or whatever. Her entire family came with her, by the way. And then like, I think her parents don't really watch The Office, so they were pointing at people and being like, oh, who's that? Who's this? Who's this? And then she was just loudly, while the musical's going on, being like, oh, that's Packer from this episode, and that's so-and-so from na-na-na-na-na, and they're related to this person. And I'm like, girl? Shut up. Hi, Ray. Sounds like the time you mistakenly decided to attend a Malaysian Bronies meetup. Why did you see Malaysian Bronies meetup and think, yeah, that's a great idea? Did you go with a friend at least? Okay. Oh, is this a video? This is outside my hotel. On one of the nights that we stayed there, they blocked off 2 streets with fire trucks and everything. They blocked it from like 4 to 11 p.m. You thought it would be funny. Did you make friends or something at least? You were too embarrassed to tell anyone. Did anyone like exchange discords or make plans or did you get commissioned? Aha! If you don't enjoy the hangout, at least make some money off of these people. Some of them were really chill, you lost contact with all of them. Oh, okay. If they're chill, then it's fine, but if it was like very awkward, then it'll be less fine. Anyway, so the fire thing, again, it's one of those moments where I'm like, wow, I'm surprised you're talking to me, but sure, please, just talk at me about the situation going on. I got into the elevator after this fucking nightmare, going to the hotel and everything, and I was like, I can't believe the fire trucks are still here. I made like this offhand comment in the elevator. to a bunch of people who were all like talking about the situation. They're all like, what the fuck, you know, there's lights and everything, blah, blah. The lobby's so crowded, la la la. And then this mother who was standing next to me, she was like, I think we should really go downstairs and ask them what's going on. And then she proceeds to tell me her entire life story. Like, she has 2 kids under 10, and she has a husband who's in a wheelchair, and she had written in to ask to get a hotel room on the lower floor, but they weren't available. So then when she came on, don't know when, last week, she was put up into the 16th floor, and then she can't ride the lift, blah blah blah, with if there's a fire. But then, and I'm like, woman, please, I don't know you. So I was like, okay, I mean, you seem a little freaked out by this. Why don't we go ask the lobby? Like, just ask them for an update, a sit rep, you know, like, what's going on? And she's like, yeah, let's do that. Like, we go downstairs, we find out it's like an electrical fire, not really a fire, and that it's already dealt with, but because it's a hotel, and this is apparently part of the protocol in fucking New York or something, the firemen have to knock on every room to check if anyone is violating the electrical plug codes or something. Which is why they were there until like 11:30 at night. I'm like, guys, you saw the source of the problem. There's no more smoke. There's no fire alarms being tripped. There's a fire station 2 minutes down the block. Just go. Maybe that's mean of me, I don't know. Okay, shut up. This is me in Trader Joe's. My friend said that the Trader Joe's bag is like covering 60% of my body. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't think I'm tall enough to carry a Trader Joe's bag. But I bought it, so. Okay, let's talk about food in the US. Or as I call it, Salt Bomb USA. It makes me look tiny. It makes me look skinny. Maybe I should carry it around to make me look skinnier than I am. Salt Bomb USA. Why is American food so salty? And I don't think it's just cause, like, I'm Singaporean, and Singapore, like, tries to, quote, tries to cut back on sodium. Because a lot of people from different parts of the world have told me, you know what, you're right, it is very salty. Okay, but anyway, these are just pictures of food that I had. I tried to make it chronological in the beginning, but I think yesterday night I was just so tired, I just fucking chucked them all into this slide. I had a Jamba Juice, it was good. Whatever. This is the best glizzy. This guy is in DC. I think it's called Sami's Hot Dog Cart. And I think he has a 5.0, but he has like many reviews. So I was like, sure, okay. I tried it, and I'm like, I know exactly why you have a 5-star rating, Sami. You are amazing. This is beautiful. I think this is one of my favorite meals. It wasn't salty though. It wasn't like over Salt Bomb USA. This was a very shitty pretzel. This was Salt Bomb USA. Deviled eggs. I went to eat at a place called Succotash, and it's supposedly like partially run by this chef that I like called Chef Edward Lee. I couldn't get a reservation at his like other restaurant because it's like, number one, ridiculously expensive. Number two, the dining hours are like really weird. It's either you eat at 5 or you eat at like 8. And I'm like, I'm not doing either, thank you. So I ate at this other place, and it was okay. It wasn't that good. It's pretty mid, but the mac and cheese was really good. I think this mac and cheese was the best mac and cheese I had the whole trip. This is my favorite meal, I think, of my entire trip. These bagels were so fucking good. I don't think I'll ever eat a bagel that's better than these. These are Bullfrog Bagels in DC, in the Eastern Market. Succotash, call us up and win some cash. I wish they could give me back my cash, because it was mid. I was ordering this bagel, I went to take a photo of like the bagels that they had, and some woman decided I must talk to this random girl that I don't know. And like she had this whole 10-minute conversation downstairs, and I was like, I want to die. Actually, I would just love to die. Thank you, ma'am. Please kill me. She was very nice though. She's super nice, and she was asking me all sorts of questions like, why am I visiting? What am I gonna do here? Have I had bagels before and stuff like that. So she's nice. How many randos talk to me? I think I had over 50 randos talk to me at the zoo because there's like 50 different kids. So the number's just gonna go up from that. Maybe altogether like about 75 randos have talked to me, but that's like a very rough estimate. Damn, those bagels look good. Yeah, you have to forgive like the grayness of my phone. It's like the lighting is bad because it was raining that day, but these are really fucking good. This is a mushroom and something baba ganoush, whatever, which is good. I had Chipotle for the first time in my life. It was mid. I've had better equivalents in Singapore that do the same thing, and this is Salt Bomb USA. But it could be Salt Bomb USA because I put too much like Tabasco because I didn't know there's this relish that you can get, so I said sure. And I put too much of that, and then I put too much Tabasco on top, so it's just Salt Bomb USA, but it's arguably my fault. This was a Denny's that I ate before going to the Arboretum Elden Ring place. You can make that but better. Yeah, basically, you could make this at home. Chipotle is mid, you got that right. I didn't get a chance, okay, something I'm sort of regretting, but I don't blame myself for not having done things. I regret not eating more fast food. But, again, if I had traveled back in time and been like, okay, would I eat fast food right now, given everything that I had eaten already and like the stuff that I've done in New Orleans, New York, etc. If you asked me to eat like fast food one more time, I would have killed myself because I was like dreading anything fried, anything salty, anything that was like fast foody. I would vomit. Chipotle is literally you in your first year of high school trying to make a burrito. I mean, it's pretty good for your first year trying to make a burrito. It's not bad. I like, for what this is, I'm glad I tried it at least. I had to essentially choose between this or Panda Express. I'm glad I chose this because I ate Panda Express later during the trip and that was terrible. Denny's is amazing. I don't know whether it's a like common thing to eat in the US, but if I had a Denny's down the block from me, I would be like their #1 customer, I think, because this is amazing, this is amazing, this is amazing, these are amazing, coffee's okay. The fact that you can get jam packets in this, crazy to me. Also, I totally fucked up when I came in here because there was nobody at the counter, so I was like, I don't know whether I'm supposed to just sit down. Here's how you eat in Singapore, by the way. Hawker culture. If anyone's traveling to Singapore, this is how you fucking do it. You order your food at the counter. You get your food. You sit down at a table. If you want to get any additional service or something, let's say you're in a Singaporean restaurant, you raise your hand when the waiter waitress walks past you and you ask them to come to your table. I learned that you're not supposed to do that in America, that you're just supposed to wait for the wait staff to come to your table by themselves, and then you make your request. I'm like, that is so stupid, because what's to say that every fucking table operates on like a 15-minute interval. Some tables want their food and then they want you to fuck off, like me. Other tables are like super needy and they want you to get them something every 5 fucking minutes. So why is the wait staff communist like mindset into I must serve every table equally at 15-minute intervals? Did I try White Castle? I did not. I don't know if I would want to. I didn't watch the movie ever. So I think if I watch the movie, I would want to go during my next America trip. But the one thing I do regret not trying is Taco Bell. You were like Tim Roth in Pulp Fiction, raising your cup and shouting, Garçon! Yeah, so I think like my worst experience of you are not observing American like restaurant sit down diner culture, whatever you want to call it, because like the woman that was serving me was so confused because I had ordered at the counter, and she's like, people that order at the counter order things to go, and she was wondering why I was sitting at a table, and I was like, oh fuck, I mean, could you just get it on a plate instead? Oh, like, just give me the box, I'll eat it here. And she's like, no, I got you, honey. She called me honey, and I was like, okay. And she literally had to like reverse my entire order or something or the other so that I can eat at a table. And I'm like, what kind of stupid system is this? Why can't you just give it to me in a box? Your diner culture is very specific. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, how do I pay? Because I had initially tried to pay at the counter, but then they told me to fuck off. I said, not fuck off, like they didn't literally tell me to fuck off, but they told me to like just wait until I got my food. So I'm like, okay, do I pay now? Do I pay later? And then she had to like literally handhold me through this entire fucking thing. And I'm like, I feel like a 2-year-old that's being taught how to eat for the first time in public. Very, very embarrassing. Glad that I was alone, because if this was like with a person, I'd be very embarrassed. Thankfully, I was like the entire restaurant, the entire diner is full of like people that live in the area, they're regulars and stuff like that, so they know what the fuck's going on. I was very clearly a helpless Asian tourist that could speak English, thank God. So they were more than happy to help me. But what the fuck, America? What is going on? How can you serve this delicious fucking food, right? This amazing fucking stuff, but your system is so weird. I'm not allowed to call for the wait staff. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Okay, anyway. This is gumbo. I don't like gumbo. Gumbo is Salt Bomb USA. I don't like it at all. I like to eat my rice separate to the soups and stuff, and gravies and stuff. So the fact that they forced it together pissed me off. There's a lot of beans in it. There's a lot of salt in it. Okay, so I've said salt like 5 times. These are crab cakes, they were bad. This was a panna cotta, which is very good. This was a tiramisu affogato. No, it's an affogato. It's an affogato with like lemon and lemon curd and stuff, and this is the coffee that you pour into it. It was very good. This is a coffee. Oh, I put this picture because my fake name in New Orleans, a French-inspired city, French-cultured city, was Gina, and not my original name, Yvette, which is French, because I am an idiot. Salt Bomb USA, that's something you should put on merch. I should make... I don't know why. I need an emote of that. For no fucking reason. Because that's such a specific fucking emote that no one would use it. Oysters in New Orleans are amazing. Look at how big they are. They're like meaty fucking oysters. They're great. I love it. The cooked oysters are good too, but I prefer the raw. This thing is grilled alligator, which tastes like frog, which tastes like chicken. So, I had biscuits and gravy. Amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's a little bit salt bomb, but because the grits they served was not salt bomb, it actually balances out, like all 3. Obviously I had beignets. These beignets are really good. Beignets from Café du Monde. If you ever Google like beignets New Orleans, Café du Monde probably comes up. Café du Monde sucks ass. They're terrible. These random like independent made ones, really good. Grilled alligator looks weirdly captivating. I brought back alligator jerky for my family to try. It's really good. Tastes like chicken. It's really good. I have an obsession with this drink, Liquid Death. You can technically get it in Singapore, but I think it's like limited types of flavors. Because I watch Ray Narvaez Jr. on Twitch, and he's always drinking one of these. And he loves this brand. Actually, I don't know whether he still does. I don't watch his more recent stuff, but at least the stuff that I did watch, he's always drinking one of these. So I was like, I gotta try these. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I would prefer them over La Croix, because La Croix is like just normal like flavored water. These come with like different types, so you could get iced tea, you could get lemonade and stuff like that, and that's all flavor too. I don't know if La Croix does that, but maybe they should. Also, it's just cool. It looks cool. I would like totally keep these cans if I could, but you know, you shouldn't, because that's hoarder mentality. Liquid Death is the full American experience. Fair. I believe it. This is the stuff I cooked at the cooking school. This is the gumbo, and then this is the shrimp and grits. I love grits. Grits is one of my new favorite foods. I'm so sorry. This is 2 plates of shrimp and grits. This is how my friend plated hers, and this is how I plated mine. And then the gumbo is here. Sorry. And it's iced tea. Grits are amazing. I bought grits home to cook. I don't know if you can get like the corn in Singapore, so I just bought a bag in case you can't. You can never plate like that. Yeah, the powder on the whatever is like the chef deciding to be fun and creative with my plates. I think the fact that I said I want to put this on Instagram made him like really happy and excited. But I'm like, you know, it's a private Instagram, right? I'm not an influencer. Anyway, I had another Liquid Death. This one has tea and lemonade and agave. I don't really care about the vitamins part because I don't think that matters. I think if you're drinking something called Liquid Death, you want it to be unhealthy, so fuck it. At some point during the New Orleans part of the trip, I wanted to cry if I didn't eat Asian food, so we got Vietnamese. It's good. Our last dinner in New Orleans was catfish. Like we got this and like a pizza spread kind of thing. That's what we call an emotional roller coaster. Catfish is really good. I don't know what these are. I think they're just lima beans, and they were like, okay, but beans are beans. Mac and cheese is good. Hello? Hello? Okay. Is it crashing? Hello? Next. Okay, I don't know what happened. Beans! I was eating those beans! I love Applebee's. If anyone tells me that my take is invalid, fuck you. I'm kidding. Okay, when I first went to America, especially like to New York and stuff, Applebee's was like my family's favorite fucking place to eat. And this was like when I was 12 years old, so like 20 years ago, whatever the fuck, right? Because I'm old now. I remember getting the strawberry balsamic chicken salad, and they still had it, and I was like, I am going to die and go to heaven. My friend got like a chicken and rice plate, and then my other friend got like steak and potatoes, and then we shared about all of this together. It was good. It's another classic chain dinner. I think it's my favorite family chain thing from America, other than, I guess, Denny's. This is a curry donut. This is avocado toast. We went to a place called Gotham Burger. I feel like I would have really liked this place, but I was experiencing indigestion, so I couldn't actually eat a lot of it. This is like a soda chocolate milkshake, which is an interesting concept. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but sure. not gonna lie, I forgot the name of this place. We weren't intending to go to this place to eat. We were going to try and eat at L'Industrie Pizzeria, something like that. But the queue was crazy and you can't actually sit down at the place, so we're like, fuck it, we're not gonna eat here. Soda milkshake, now you've heard it all. It's actually a good combination. It sounds very weird, but it's actually good. Reflection in the spoon. Lovely pictures. This is a tomato rigatoni, I think. This is the pizza that was on top of the rigatoni. So like because we have like a tiny ass table, they had to pull up one of those like, what do you call it? The fucking, what do you call this the pizza stands? I don't know how to explain it. Can I draw on these slides? I probably can't because like I have the bootleg version of PowerPoint. Give me a pizza tower. Call it pizza tower. Is that why the game is called Pizza Tower? I don't want the game. I want the the tool. Oh my god. Everything is just fucking Pizza Tower the game. Okay, I can't Google it. But yeah, essentially it's something to stack the pizza on top of. This pizza is good. It's too crusty. I don't know if I put another pizza in this PowerPoint, but yeah. Tiramisu, which was bad, in my opinion. We had Korean one of the days. This is... oh shit. Tosadon, something like that. Kimchi. The funny part about this meal is that the bowl was actually bigger than me. But I ate all of it. So there. Ha. We had tacos. We went to Los Tacos #1. It was good, but the idea of standing and eating my taco was like, I don't care. Actually, I don't want to do that. These are good. Korean cuisine is such a world. It's great. I don't like what my friend got. I don't think I would have ordered that. This one is a sujebi, just like hand-torn noodles. This is great. This thing is to die for. It is corn, cheese, lime, chili powder, and then this is like a spicy chipotle mayo kind of sauce. It was great. It's amazing. And it's why this is also a really good meal, honestly. At first it's weird, then the more you eat it, the more you like it. I think if you've not had like Korean food in general, then it takes some time to get used to it, but like if you start with the more basic stuff, like, I mean, japchae is just fried noodles, right? And then ginseng chicken soup, like, it's just soup that's really good. And then you get into like the kimchi as a concept. Bibimbap is just mixed rice with vegetables and a protein. It's really good shit. And then you eat like live octopus and stuff like that. I'm kidding. I've had this was a bagel place. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, I feel like bagels in New York were actually kind of shit. It could be because I got the cold cream cheese kind, and maybe what I should have been going for were hot bagels like I did in DC. Because these were really hard to eat. And a friend commented when I showed her this. She was like, oh, you got some bagel with your cream cheese. And it's true. I was about to puke eating all this cream cheese, so I had to kind of just scrape some of it off at some point. Funny enough, one of the last meals in New York, we went to eat Singaporean hawker food. And this was Hainanese curry rice, which was actually really good. It's just a ridiculous price. Your first authentic Korean food was tteokbokki. You didn't know the spicy sweet combo worked. Oh, okay. Did you like it though? I think tteokbokki is actually a pretty good intro to Korean food. We did go to Olive Garden. I had the breadsticks. They were good. I do like Olive Garden breadsticks. That is something I can confirm for myself. I think I would have wanted to try Red Lobster cheddar biscuits. I think I should have tried those, but we didn't have a chance. Okay, I said snack trying break, but if you were here early in the stream, I said that I kind of feel like I'm not at 100%. I feel like I'm falling sick, and my camera's not working. So, you kind of have to ASMR this shit. I'm kidding. I'll pull up whatever I'm eating on Google, I guess. I have 2 snacks that I think I will confirm try today. And then the rest is a question mark whether I will try at all in my life on stream. Okay, I've never had Funyuns before. If you don't know what Funyuns are. This is what they look like. Imagine. You have to imagine the snacks. That's not a Bane impression. I mean, they just look like puff sticks. They got a little crushed. These are from New Orleans, so they've been in my bag for a while. I'm not gonna eat on stream, I'm sorry. I mean, I think these are Salt Bomb USA. They don't really taste like onion. They're okay. They're alright. They're okay. I'll give it a solid 5 out of 10. One snack, I think it's somewhere in this PowerPoint later, that I will say America has bewitched me, mind, body, and soul, is the extra Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Flamin' Hot Cheetos in general are really good, but they're like 7 out of 10 because they're not spicy enough. Extra Flamin' Hot Cheetos is where you're at. It's onion flavored salt in a ring. It's not bad. It's okay. Okay, and then I have these Shakalicious XL gummies. I just think that, like, it's ridiculous. Okay, that's essentially a pretty close enough picture. This is exactly what I'm eating. There's 3 colors. I guess I'll try all 3 of them. How do I open this? Oh, it's already ripped open. Hilarious. They don't really look like Shaq. Okay, I'm trying to find the 3 colors. Hold on. I don't know what color you are. Oh, okay, I found it. Peach, berry, punch, and oh no, there's an orange one. I didn't see that. Okay, let me try these. They're gummy candies, so I don't think they'll be Fruit Loopy. Let's try orange first, get the worst one out of the way. I almost like immediately spat it out, by the way, because the texture is not gummy, it's mush. This is really bad. This is really disgusting. But maybe it's because it's the orange one. Shaq, what the fuck did you put in this? This is disgusting. Ew, I don't think I'm actually gonna eat the orange one at all. I think I'm gonna have to spit it out. It's disgusting. Okay. What is this one? Berry Punch. The blue one's Berry Punch. I mean, they have the flavor of red vines. Yeah, honestly, these taste like cherry flavor, not berry punch. So they're very red vine flavor. I'm trying to think of how to describe the texture of these. Cause it's like you're biting into a shell at first, but then when your teeth break the initial gummy tightness, the tension, it sinks into like just toothpaste jam mushiness. which is disgusting. If you don't like the flavor of whatever you're eating, it's gonna coat your teeth, so then it's just stuck in your mouth forever. Ugh, okay, I'm not sure if I like that actually. Okay, peach has to save my life, or it's over, Shaq. Okay, this entire bag is a disaster. It's all bad. This is so unpleasant. Okay, I don't think I'm actually... Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I will probably have to eat the bag at some point anyway, as like a torture myself snack, because it is food. I'm not gonna waste it, but... Okay, maybe I'll waste the orange one. The orange one is so unpleasant. It's like I'm eating medicine. Please, Shaq, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? I'll eat the other flavors though. Funyuns? 5 out of 10. These get like a 2. I think I'll stick with 2 because it's a funny shape. And I don't hate the taste of like red vines. So in terms of the other snacks, I was just gonna do this whole thing about like Halls, because Halls does good what do you call it? Ginger ale. So that seems like a good idea, that they would be good at like food in general. Lay's kettle chips, I like Lay's, and I feel like America does chips pretty well. Funyuns are like okay, but like potato chips are really good, you know. Cheetos, really good. So I feel like they're gonna be fine. I really like the Smart Food white cheddar popcorn. That's really good. Halls, like the cough drop. Oh, I don't think it's the same brand. It's because the Halls is it for old people and coughing. That one has 2 L's, right? Right? Right, guys? Hold on, let me see. Cough drop. Okay, yeah, they're different brands. This is Hell's ginger ale. Let me see. Hell's. This one is Hell's, which is nice. So the chips probably good. Probably. Also, I got Trader Joe Takis. My dad I got him Trader Joe's flavored pork rinds, and he said that there was no flavor, so I'm mildly afraid that the Trader Joe Takis are actually shit. We'll find out at some point. I don't think I'll try these on stream, but if I try them in real life, haha, ever, when I'm not feeling like sick all the time, I'll let y'all know how it goes. So we have a 5 for Funyuns and a 2 for Shakalicious. That's kind of sad. I thought I would kind of like the Shakalicious gummies more, but okay. At least we know. This is me with my Flamin' Hot Cheetos. If you need to bribe me to do something, you need to get me 10 bags of these. You cannot get these in Singapore. You have to order them in, and they cost 60 Sing dollars to order one tiny fucking bag, and I don't know why. I would rather just fly to America and buy them again. You had surgery on your nose, and now you can taste a lot more stuff. Your spice tolerance went down. That's a shame. More airflow into your nose. Oh, did you like do something about the, you know, when people's like septums are like deviated or something? That's a pretty common surgery. Sorry. Disaster. This is disgusting. Are they not gonna play? Are these videos that can't play? Okay. Also, this sauce bag is a disaster. I dropped one of these in this supermarket that we're in, and it exploded. And then I got another one because I was so embarrassed, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I will pay for my crimes. I opened it, I ate like this much of it, and I was like, this is disgusting. It is sugar bomb USA. You had terrible sleep apnea. Now you can smell in 40. Dude, that's great. And now food will be a whole new adventure for you. So you're like re-eating everything you know. Twinkies are disgusting. 0 out of 10. There's not a single element of it that I like. I think the fact that it's also like honey cakes is already like almost a negative. This is my friend's Tamagotchi that died during the trip. We were walking in New Orleans and she hears beeping from her Tamagotchi and she's like, what the fuck do you want now? And it kept beeping and beeping and beeping, and it was like the heartbeat beeping. So it's like beep 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 beep, and she's like, what the fuck, I can't press any of my buttons, it's not doing anything. And then we just hear him like beep out, like beep 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 beep, and we were on the way to the Vietnamese place and I was laughing my ass off because like rest in peace. Also, if you're a Yakuza fan, she called it Aoki Ryo, which is even funnier. Okay, please stop. This is me and Jeff.
It's time for Book of Mormon. Woohoo! Not you, Jeff. You're staying here. Well, fuck you too.
This is my relationship with Jeff. I am a very non-doting parent, I guess. Something America does really well. Jeff the goat. Jeff is so rude. Jeff takes after his mom. Me. America, and I guess in general Western countries, like I guess in Australia this would be very good. Chobani flavors, poppin'. In Singapore you get like 4 flip flavors and maybe like 8 of the normal like big cup flavors. In America you have like 2 million of each. That is amazing. And not all of them are good, but you know, the variety is there. I think I showed this on my Discord. This is like one of the first things that I saw and I was like, I am in America. There's no doubt about it. If you ask me like to geo-guesser myself, I'd be like, yep, it's America. This is my palm pal. This is Kung. I love America also because of this shelf alone. Pepto-Bismol. And I think I love it so much. I don't know if it's in this. I don't know. Okay, I'll see it towards the end. If it's not there, then I'll talk about it. But Pepto-Bismol, I have really bad indigestion. So, also, fun fact, I had indigestion like once over like 16 days in America. And I thought that I would get it a lot more often just because, like, American food can be greasy, can be heavy, portion sizes are bigger than I expected, stuff like that. I didn't get it at all. And I don't know if it's because I'm walking like 3 billion miles a day, or if it's because like something in the food is just like you have digestion drugs put into my food. You're sprinkling Pepto-Bismol into my food or something like that. Bacon and cheese crickets sold at the swamp, which is really funny. This was bad. Like, I was expecting bad. I like the fortune cookie element of it, but generally, this was bad. I got the, okay, in Chinese it's 炒面, but in Panda Express it's 炒mein, okay, which was essentially like undercooked egg noodles that were really weirdly stiff. It's like they were plastic or something. And then I got like teriyaki grilled chicken. Hell yeah, Panda Express derogatory. Yeah, I think if you're eating it for the meme, it's okay. If you're like actively eating it because you think it's gonna be good, it's bad. And the reason we could tell immediately is that the 3 of us, me and my 2 friends, we were the only Asians there. Which is like, uh-oh, warning bells. And there's like maybe 20 people in the queue, and they're all not Asian. This Singaporean hawker. It was actually not bad, so I put this as a meme, but actually, was it good? Yeah, it was good. If I was staying in New York, I would eat it. This is on the way to the airport, and I was so tempted to like call the line warning, warning, no Asians detected. Legit, because like, if we go to Chinatown, you can see like where people are eating probably good food, because there's a lot more Asians queuing up certain places and stuff like that. Not Panda Express. This is me and a giant jar of pickles in the Walmart. I can't believe these. First of all, why is the pickle itself like about the same size as my forearm? Okay, and why is it like this, just a full jar? What are you gonna do with so many pickles? What are you doing with them? I ate a hot pickle. It was terrible. It was Salt Bomb USA. I hold the pickle jar like it's a baby. That's the idea. That's the idea. Mutated fucking cucumber pickles, dude. I'm not sure what people are doing with so many pickles. Certainly you're not eating it as like by itself as a snack. If you are, you're killing yourself. You're literally gonna lose all your hair and you're gonna have a heart attack. Taking better care of that pickle jar that she does. PJ, what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? You eat them as a snack? No, you don't, because you'll die, or like the taste buds will fall out of your mouth. I had like a slice of a pickle, and that was enough salt for like a week. I saw the Scientology building. What the fuck? This is in the middle of Broadway, by the way. So I was walking to go and get tickets with my friend. Not for me, but like they wanted to get tickets to Hamilton, because it's the 10th anniversary for Hamilton this year or something like that. This is like on the way to it. What the fuck? Tom Cruise. I'm like, you have weird evil cult next to fucking Hamilton in Broadway. And people are like, just walk. You see, there's people here. There's people here. What the fuck is that about? What is going on? I think the meme of Trump and Elon breaking up, like they were a couple and all that stuff, it happened while we were in New York, and we were laughing our ass off every like 2 steps, because every time you saw one of these newsstands, it's this fucking newsletter, newspaper, sorry, of them like quote quote breaking up, like there's some fucking hit couple in Hollywood. Very fucking funny. Who gets custody of Joe Rogan? Who gets custody of JD Vance? Oh wait, hold on. Is his name JD Vance? Yes it is, oh my god. Okay, remember when I said I really like Pepto-Bismol? This is us in the cramped ass hotel room, by the way. You can start to see how cramped it is. This is me using a giant lollipop stick to smash Pepto-Bismol chewable tablets into a powder, because I don't like chewing the tablets, because I think it's like kind of gross when they do the Shakalicious gummy bear thing where they coat your teeth in your mouth and you're just eating that for the whole day. So I try to smash it and then drink it instead. It's weird seeing the New York Times as an actual newspaper. Wait, it is. I didn't even realize that. Though, yo, good eyes. I didn't even realize. It's weird seeing an actual newspaper. I think newspapers are pretty common in Singapore, so it's not like a shocker to see them, but New York Times is a shocker to see, because normally it's behind a paywall. So yeah, this is me smashing it into a powder, and then I don't know why, but I decided to pretend to snort it, which is a bad idea. Don't do that. It is a bad experience. Anyway, Karen Horny Clinic. I think I sent this to my Discord because it's one of the first things we saw in our taxi ride towards the hotel. It is I think it's like a mental health clinic, something like that. Don't pretend to do it for real. Just clog up my nostrils, dude. This is Yvette preparing to inhale drugs. Yvette would never. Yvette would not know how, number 1, and Yvette would immediately be arrested, number 2. This is the weirdest toilet. Why does it have the his and hers? And it's not even like one is child-sized or anything. It's just two normal like adult toilets. Nightmare. True, it's like a video game fight scene. It's like if I'm playing Silent Hill and I go in here, I know it's a boss fight. Like abstract PP daddy's gonna dangle from the ceiling and kill me. Or come up from the mirror or something. Also, you see how disgusting the floor is? Disgusting. Nuts factory. Remember the warm nuts from Singapore Airlines? Yeah, we should just send all these people allergic to nuts to the factory. If you have a better solution for conjoined twins both needing to pee, I'd love to hear it. This depends on where they're conjoined. If they're conjoined at the hip, it still wouldn't work. There's too much of a gap between it. You would have to be specifically conjoined at like the head. That's where nuts come from. Congratulations, we found it. Eat good, feel good. Okay. Oh, this is the America is cool stuff I like. Do you remember this emoji from the first slide? It's here again. Okay, number 1, bookstores. When I say I bought 9 books, I maybe buy books like twice a year. In Singapore, I'll buy like 1 because I'll go to the same bookstore and I'll just get 1. Every street in New York, New Orleans, DC, there's a bookstore. That's insane and it's beautiful. Wide ass walking paths. So if you grow up in a like claustrophobic, no landmass kind of country like Singapore, you're gonna really appreciate wide ass walking paths because instead of being like forever worried that you're blocking someone or like you're gonna start rubbing shoulders with someone, people like can just go around you because the sidewalk is 3 meters long. That's insane. 3 yards, sorry. Blue skies are everywhere. The grid layout, at least for New York, means that you can really just see sky no matter where you're turning. Although New York has this thing where sometimes it's like raining and then like it's foggy, which is crazy because in half the skyscrapers disappear into the fog, which is also cool. Cool buildings, shops, and layouts. I think that it's because everything is like there's this mishmash of old buildings, new buildings, or you'll go into an old ass looking building, but then the inside is super modern. For example, the Skims shop in Fifth Avenue. Disastrous inside because it's part of the Kardashian empire, but the outside looks really classy. Oh, my next point. People have high EQ, or at least know how to and will hold a conversation and aren't too peeved or scared to talk to strangers or tourists. That is a double-edged sword. But at least everybody, like, I realized that when I'm eating at a place or I'm at a tourist location and there's like a tour guide or something like that, they're not just doing like, I'm gonna run through my script, you know? Because if you open the same business in Singapore, they're gonna run through their customer script. They'll be like, hi everyone, okay, let's do our icebreaker activity. Everybody go around and say 2 truths and 1 lie, and then everybody have to guess what the lie is, okay? And that's it. They won't improvise. They like if someone talks to them, they will like short circuit because they will not know what the fuck to say, and they'll blank out and then freak the fuck out. Probably because they're people like me who don't like to talk to people. But everyone in America, if you like listen really closely to what they're saying, everything is like high EQ conversation. They know how to read the room really well, or like they're always listening to like intonation and stuff like that, and they'll respond to it. That's amazing. And I don't know if this says a lot about Singapore being like a low EQ fucking stupid country. So sorry, I'm gonna be cancelled for saying that probably. I'm Singaporean though, and everybody here sucks. I suck too. I'm terrible, so I'm part of the problem. But it's like night and day, honestly. Weather was nice most of the time. Some days were too cold, but it's fine. This next point is very important. I can wear anything I want, and people, did the music just stop? It did. Okay, sure. I can wear anything I want, and no one makes a big deal, or they will point at something that they like, and then they'll say, oh, you know, I really like your, for example, earrings or something like that. They won't make a big fucking deal. If you wear anything that's like not shorts and a t-shirt in Singapore, people will ask you, how you going on a date, huh? Why you look so nice today? And it's like, can I just look nice without having a reason? Without you like trying to make me feel bad about it or like feel awkward about it? Can you just shut your fucking whore mouth? Sorry. It's this EQ thing that I think it's like fucking irritating. Anyway, people either ignore you or like you can definitely just dress for your personality, like show your style without anybody trying to make a big fucking deal about it. Honestly though, yeah, exactly. I don't know if you get this in like Malaysia also, but it's fucking irritating. Why do you look so nice today would be like an otherworldly question. It's a weird thing to ask, right? Who the fuck goes up to someone and it's like, it's almost like a threat. It's like, why the fuck are you looking so nice today? For what? Huh? People fucking dress in the West. Even if people don't dress in the West, right? People wear anything they want. So they can look like shit and they can look amazing. We saw a guy with a full-on fur coat, a blue fur coat and like patent pants and sunglasses and everything. We saw him pick up a fry off of the subway floor and eat it. And I was like, I don't know what's going on and I don't think I want to know. I will mind my own business. We're worse than Singapore? Oh no. I don't know, man. Maybe that's why I participated in so much of the capitalism, because I'm like, dude, everyone looks like so fun and different. I feel so inspired. I'm gonna buy like a million things home. 5-minute rule. For him, it was like 5-day rule. I'm not sure. That's what I mean by fucking dress. It's like good or bad, you express yourself. It's amazing. Like, you can, there's so much freedom, ha ha ha, to do what you want. Okay, medicine, Pepto-Bismol. And birds that dive bomb you. I swear to God, American birds are a different breed. Because you can go so near to them, and I like birds, and they don't care. Or worse, you'll be minding your own business, and a bird is like, that's a bitch that I want to irritate. I'm gonna dive bomb her. And they'll just fly into your face. Which is a good thing to me, although I can see how this could be a terrifying thing to people who don't like birds. Which I would just say, get over yourself. I'm kidding, I wouldn't say that. Okay, but enough about the stuff that I like. Stuff that I don't like. Okay, and I'm not gonna get into like the political crap because we all know the political crap is like haha. I'm gonna talk about like stuff that I experienced that was just bad. New York and New Orleans. Everything smells terrible. It's American Bird's unique ability. High EQ, and I swear to God, okay, I'm gonna try to draw this. This is your one drawing segment of the stream. Okay, so birds, normally, they're like this, right? And then depending on whether they have a wing or not. American birds, specifically, are bullet-shaped. They do this, and then they just, and this is what I mean by dive bomb. So I'll be like here. And then it's like, this is what I mean, okay? Dodging bullet birds. Okay, don't save that, Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't know what the fuck happened, or like who decided it was okay, but everybody just pees on the street or something. The streets just smell like pee all the time. Like, it's to the point where I will see that the train station, in order to get from the the train area, the subway area, to ground floor, I need to climb like 6 flights of stairs. I will climb the 6 flights of stairs because I can't take the elevator, because the elevator is a pee infested, encrusted, like metal, I don't know, psych ward room from hell. And like, I didn't see any shit in the elevator, thank God, but I was expecting to. Metal piss box, exactly. And it's a metal piss box that is either cooking and boiling in the heat of the street level, i.e. like, I guess in the summertime, or it is cooking and like stewing itself underground, which is still hot. What if elevators just had plumbing? Like they just had the his and hers toilet situation and it's like a glass box? I mean sure. Buses also in all 3 cities were not okay. I'm being a little unfair because I think a lot of countries will also have dirty public transport. But I don't know why. Like every bus I got on was dirty. And every seat was like, it hasn't been cleaned in like years. I'm not sure if that's just how it is. I'm not used to that. And it's gross. Okay. A second problem I have, because I'm a Singaporean, why do the train platforms, it's just a cliff. The train whooshes past and you could have been standing in, you could have fallen into the hole. I don't understand that. That's scary. That's weird. Maybe just have a job, like an a job for people to piss everywhere. I swear to God, like okay, in Singapore there's a not semi-recent pissing in the train problem, but it's usually like evil people / drunk people that like pee onto like the floor or onto like handrails. The handrails one is weird. That's why I call them evil, because there's no way you're doing that like not on purpose. And like the second it happens is like immediately that person gets shut down. Like the police is on his ass. And the police is like snatching it up and being like, what the fuck are you doing? Can you imagine if you earn $8,000 a month as a pisser, and then like to contrast you earn like $8 as a New York public, like, what do you call those, like not public health, oh my god, like they clean the streets. Seriously. It's scarier when you read about crazies pushing people off the platforms. Yeah, I didn't have any like danger or safety issues in America. Like a few people have asked me like how safe did I feel, and I'll be like, I felt pretty safe. In the beginning though, I was very prepared to like, you know, the back to a wall kind of shit, just in case. Like I think in DC I was doing that, and then I realized that it's okay. Like I could just stand further away from the platform and just keep an eye out, and it'll be fine. There's no crazies. Or at least there weren't any crazies in the very privileged holiday that I had. Had an incident here recently, Taiwanese retiree fell onto the tracks. Did he get out of there in time? Okay, the next point is food is always salty. Why portion sizes? Surely Singapore's not trying to starve everyone. Singapore might be, but like, I was shocked by portion sizes, and of course Salt Bomb USA. Oh, yikes. Poor retiree. Wait, there's no like gates and walls and stuff? I don't know, I think gates and walls should be a thing, but maybe it's like very expensive to put that up or something. I hate tipping culture. It sucks. It's stupid. I don't get the point of it. And I think that adds to that whole like, the wait staff must go to every table every 15 minutes on a cycle. And then that makes it like stupid, because they're trying to curry you up for like tips and stuff like that, right? But if I wanted you to leave me alone, then why would I tip you? And I want you to leave me alone in a lot of these places that I'm eating at. In some stations, of the stations there are. I think Singapore, every station has it, but that's because we're tiny and it's feasible. I don't know how expensive it would be to do it like nationwide. in America, or even statewide. That's even worse. We hate tipping culture too. It got worse after COVID. Oh dear. Like, their screens were just ridiculous. Okay, it would start immediately at like 18%, and I'm like, you're already charging me like $1 million for food. Why am I tipping you like 15% of $1 million even? And then they give you the option to do like, so I started observing how other people were tipping, and at least in New York, everybody was just clicking the other tip amount and giving like, I saw one person give like 50 cents, which I'm like, I mean, then what's the point of this whole tipping thing? If you're, I don't know what to say about it. I don't know whether it's gonna stay or it's gonna get like removed. I thought I read a couple of news pieces about how like certain cities or something want to get rid of tipping and just have like a mandatory, this is built into the price kind of system, which honestly fine. Sirens beeping 24/7, shut the fuck up. I mean, when I was driving around GTA 4, like, and this is something my friend noticed, the horn button in a lot of cars in New York is not in the middle of the steering wheel. It's on the side where you grip the wheel at the 9 and 2 position or whatever, so you could just use your thumb and like play tippity tap 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 dance revolution on your car, and then it's just beep 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 all the time. It's fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up. And people honk for like the stupidest reasons. Like, there was a very like high traffic road, right? The cars are not moving because there's a lot of traffic, and there's no way you can see whether like there's a gap or not in the car in front of you, and most likely you're just gonna assume it's all backed up to hell because cars are literally almost touching each other. And what does the entire lane decide to do? I must beep. Like, for what? We are all stuck here. For what? In the before times, tips were for sit-down restaurants only. Now every counter service has a tipping screen. Yeah, so literally when I'm ordering Magnolia Bakery to go, the fucking person at the counter is like, I'm gonna charge you 18% tip? Come on. I'm not gonna pay a tip for that. You're literally handing me a fucking container and I'm leaving. Fuck you. Okay, and my last point, and this could be completely wrong, or it could be like specific states do this, specific specific industries do this, or something like that. Why is it that in America the work culture, from what I see, is like 80% of the time you're not doing your own work. You're stuck in a meeting. You're stuck in a huddle bubble on Zoom, or worse, in real life. Because I saw a lot of real life, like in a cafe, everyone's just having work meetings there, where you're either introducing yourself to the team, or you're showboating to the team, or you're introducing yourself and showboating to the team, and then afterwards, when they're talking about something else, they're like, oh, I need to introduce and showboat another person that I want to bring into this project. It's so much fucking talking about yourself, and you're not actually doing the work. You're just wasting your time doing all these stupid fucking meetings. Shut up. I don't understand. It's like I'm seeing LinkedIn, but like in real life, and it takes 2 hours for a single meeting. Why? Surely we all have better things to do than sit here in a cafe for 2 hours talking about the stupid accolades I demand for a 600-word document. What? 80% of work is just people marketing themselves as productive. It's so stupid. And I think like what pisses me off is that like my job is kind of becoming that, and I hate it. I just want to get my work done. So if this is my new reality, I hate it. Fuck off. But anyway, so I mean, you can compare. Hello, I clicked off the screen. Sorry. You can compare these, and I think it's like America really is like, okay, political stuff and all that crap aside, right? it really is like an amazing place with a lot of really shitty things too. Like, I love and hate this country. I love the fact that I can go into a store and not suffocate because like people are rubbing shoulders with me all the time because of like there's just so much space here, and I can do relatively anything I want, and people are nice. At the same time, the second I leave that store, the whole street smells like piss or weed or something. It's terrible. And then like I might fall into the train platform. What the fuck is that? And then I have to tip people for rescuing me from the train platform. I don't know. Oh my god. Anyway, the stream has taken like way longer than I anticipated. It's like 3.5 hours, which is insane. Anyway, my concluding thoughts. I've said this at every single one of my traveling reports, like traveling streams. It's just good. Like if you go on a holiday overseas, I think that's great. I think everybody should do it, even if it's like a little ways out from their own country, because like it's important to see the like a different side of the world and not be stuck in our own like little circles. I think personally, it's like life changing. It builds character literally, because you experience all of this and you come to your own conclusions about stuff about like life that you like and don't like. It's fun to travel with very good friends, and I have the best friends in the whole wide world that made the trip amazing, even with all the bullshit involved and Salt Bomb USA involved. And we experience the best things about all these countries that we visit together. So, legit love it when I'm surrounded by like not my culture. Yeah, honestly, there's very few Singaporeans in all of the 3 states that we went to. I mean, Singapore there was. My friend said that like one of the only Singaporean interactions she had, well not interactions, but like encounters she had, it was at the airport. It was a group of Singaporeans, and of course, they were saying something racist. Of course. Fucking idiots. Singapore is a very small country, so I think that's why it just adds to my like leaving the country, seeing the world is important, because otherwise I literally am just stuck in this prison of like the same type of people, the same type of food, the same type of experience. Okay, same type of food, probably pretty good though. Pretty good, because at least I'm not eating fucking hot chicken rice chicken or something. Anyway, this trip was amazing, 9 out of 10. Oh, we had a bingo list that like it didn't work. I didn't see any rats in America, which I was very disappointed by. So, what the fuck's up with that? How come you guys have Piss Street, Piss Subway? I didn't see a single rat. What's going on? Why is everybody getting to see a rat and I don't? What the fuck? What the fuck? I saw a mouse. That doesn't count. Anyway. Traveling is very expensive. Traveling and feeling safe is even more expensive. So I am now broke ass bitch. My name broke ass bitch. Living in Singapore. I would like to go to the US again. I think the US is one of those countries that like you definitely know someone there, or you know something that's going on there that you want to see. Very few people have told me that like, no, there's nothing in the US that I like. You know, no one has been able to say that to me. A lot of people say I wouldn't go right now, or I would go in the next term, which is fine. But I think the US is just one of those places where like the American dream, however real it was for however many number of years, it just meant that there's like this real concentration of activity in this country. So no matter which part I go, there'll be something that I will look forward to. For example, I would love to go to Utah because I watched Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and I follow Moon's Rare Books on Instagram. Did I go out at night? All the rats you saw, and you know, good night. I did go out at night, but maybe because of the area I was in, it's very brightly lit. It's got like people walking around everywhere, so I wouldn't see rats necessarily. I would have to go to the back end alleys and like really tempt fate and all that stuff. Then yeah, you have national parks. If I ever went to like the Appalachian Mountains, I'd be like trying to look for skinwalkers, stuff like that. Obviously I want to go to LA at some point because of Anime Expo and Yakuza. I want to go to Florida because of GTA 6. I'm pretty sure most states I would find something to do. I want to go to the Nevada desert. Is that where the alien place is? Area 51? I would love to just drive past that. I would love to go to... Shit, where was it? New Mexico? Because the one of the alien thingies were there. The big ones. Not the big ones. The one where like all the farmers saw the alien body and then they were told by the government to shut the fuck up. Miami? Oh my god. It's gonna be great! Like, this is a great country. Roswell, New Mexico. Yes, correct, that. You go to LA, get stabbed by both syringes on the pavement. You get stabbed by syringes for Botox. That's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, and then because of, what's that stupid TV show? The one where, like, it's those crazy women and then they're trying to sell property? I think selling the OC or selling Orange County or something, whatever the fuck. I'd love to go to that. I want to go to Las Vegas so I can eat at Hell's Kitchen. Dude. Of course that means I have to save up a lot of money and tolerate whatever bullshit America's going through. Because America's always going through some sort of bullshit, you know? You don't get to claim to be the economic superpower or nuclear superpower for an extended period of time without having a collection of bullshit in your country. You don't get to do that. But you know what? I do it because I still believe that traveling is beautiful, important, and wonderful. And it comes with a lot of random crap involved. Selling Sunset, yes. I think I only watched like 2 seasons of that show. I heard that my favorite character leaves or something, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get too involved in that anymore if she leaves. So whatever, fuck it. I think that's my last slide. Yes, that's my last slide. Okay, and with this 3.5 hour stream, I'm finally done talking about my trip. Yay!